Hello, everybody. Glad to see everybody coming in. I try not to start real soon. Excuse me. Everybody coming in. Damn it. Hang on. All right. I always forget to hit my YouTube side on my other screen. But anyway, it's good to see everybody coming in. I'm going to run down through the names real quick. I got a few little highlights I want to hit. What? We're live.
It was me that was causing the echo.
No, it was me because I had my other one on.
Because I can't mute until you go live, so that's, and I wasn't here, so.
Right.
Hey, I just took the blame. Hey, Chef.
That's okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to start listing off these. If I'm going to list through these, I'm going to read a few little things that was sent to me, and then we'll get on with the show. Yorenda, Gigi, Jim Boswell, 223 DMR. Let's see, Willard Hall. I want to try not to miss anybody now. I ain't going to swear I don't. Bella Vanilla, Discernment Files. Q City Lady, good to see you. Red, always good to see you. Let's see. Anybody I've missed? Annette Graff, Memo Patriot. Tracy. Let's see. Okay, it looks like that's about it. Oh, Gypsy Lizzie. Hello, Book Girl. Hello, Shell, Kim. Hello to all of y'all. Glad you're here. You can't understand how much I appreciate everybody showing up. Now that I've run through that, I'm going to run through a few little headline hits real quick, just for starters. Just a few little things that was interesting. And then we'll get on into just the regular show. And here is our other co-host. So now I'm going to get an echo there. Rob, did you get her?
Yeah, I took care of it. Sorry.
All right. No, you're good. You're good. I had one too, and so did
Hello.
Patrick Kelly. Hello. Good to see you. I'm going to go ahead and run through these little headline hits real quick that was sent to me just because it's interesting. It's nothing that we can either talk about it or not. It don't matter. Annette Graff. Hello. I think I said that earlier, but I want to say it again. Anyway, here's the first one. Breaking.
Hello,
Texas
everyone.
Governor Abbott drops another 50 migrants in front of Kamala Harris' house in the Naval Observatory in D.C. Congrats to Kamala Harris for being so generous to Biden's. I don't know. That's all I got. I thought that was interesting. Okay, breaking. Here's another one. Dozens of documents relating to the late pedophile Jeffrey Epstein associated with the unsealed after judge rules the public interest outweighs right to privacy. All right. Looks like Mr. T will be back on the Twitter soon. New Elon Musk asked Twitter users to decide. He put out a poll to ask Twitter users to decide if it should be brought back.
Brought back.
Yep. And let's see. I think that might. Okay, there's one more lawsuit claims Massachusetts installed the CB19 spyware on 1 million devices. And there is a link for that. I will not drop it, but I'm pretty sure Red can drop it if somebody wants to go watch that. But that's the headlines I wanted to just run through. And then Donald Trump puts out one, says that Elon Musk, he put out his own poll, response to his poll asking if his account should be reinstated. So we'll see. Little fun headlines. It's out.
Well, the one thing that you got, Trump isn't going to Twitter. He's going to stay on Truth Social.
No, I think he'll get on Twitter just to piss a lot of people off.
I don't think so because he said on live on TV on Newsmax.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then.
There's another headline too. Remember last night, Bobert out of Colorado?
Yes, Lauren Barber. Yep.
They said that her person conceded, her opponent.
Yep.
She's in the middle of a recount. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, but if he conceded, then they can stop the recount.
Well, they're doing a recount. I want to say hi to everybody in Neckcrap and Q City Lady, Garrett Spice, Awakened Trillium Discernment. Red, always good to see you because I'm copying Shane. So how are you, Dorinda?
You're a quick study.
No
Rob.
problem.
All right, a bit. You know, I got.
Oh,
the phone,
wow.
Right?
Red just said Trump.
What happened?
Trump just did a poll. He asked people if they would
Trump
wanted him back on Twitter. Yep.
wanted him
that
back
I
on
didn't see,
Twitter.
but
Wow.
if he goes back on Twitter, everybody will have something to bitch about all over again. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm ready for some mean tweets. It's better than this ice cream eating mashed potato son bitch that we got.
you think? Yeah, I don't give a shit who goes on Twitter either, Chad.
No, I don't even, Chad.
Not even close. Mark Clayman, good to see you.
Awakened Trillium, hello.
You know, here's where I'm at, right?
Yes, sir.
We just got over that damn election to not even a week and a half ago, right?
Still can't get counts.
Do they think we want to live our whole life in politics and what's going on in Washington?
Nope.
I'll tell you what, I'll give a fuck when they reinstarted Article 42 and they start jobs. Maybe
I think that should be stayed.
I got an idea. If they do their jobs, right?
Yep.
Then we'll give a shit. Until they go back to work, we can't. You know, enough's enough. We got to be able to celebrate Thanksgiving and get back to our daily grind and get back to life and living. We've been so inundated with the politics, right? That a lot of us are forgetting to breathe. So how are you, Shane?
I don't know. No one's told me, and I ain't listened.
I'm going to tell you, you are doing great.
Well, thank you, sir.
But yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking about a lot of things, right? And I think it's time. You know, we're all entitled to a holiday, for crying out loud. And we are entitled to get to know one another. You know what I mean? You agree, Shane?
I do. And
I think that we, the people, have to stick together as people.
Yep.
We need to pay attention to what the hell they're doing, but we don't have to make it every part of our lives. You know what I mean?
Right.
I watch the news and I'm wondering why it takes so long for an election. And we all know the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So as we sit down here, right? And if they don't want to rebuild this damn nation, we will. You know what I mean?
Somebody's got to. And they didn't build it to begin with. We did. The people built it to begin with. You know, they didn't build shit. They don't build shit. They don't manufacture shit. They don't create nothing. Only thing they create is havoc, chaos, and crying mothers and fathers. That's all they create.
They turned it into chaos.
That's it.
And now, right, they already left DC for their long Thanksgiving break. And then next month they get their Christmas break.
Yep.
If I got that many days off a year, I'd never get nothing done around here. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, yeah. They get paid too much money to be off that many days. So either take away the damn money, and then they get the cost of living adjustments. We don't. Only way we get a cost of living adjustments, get a raise or rob a bank. I mean, it's freaking crazy. And that's all they're doing. They're robbing a bank. It's just the biggest bank in the United States, and it's called the Federal Reserve. And they're robbing it daily, and we're allowing it.
Yeah, it's called the American people.
Margaret Egner, hello. Good to see you, girl.
They need to stand up for what we want rather than what they think we want. And You know, that's the thing, right? Catching our breath right now and being able to enjoy a holiday and getting back to normal, some
Oh
sort of
yeah.
normality. I mean, it is pretty bad when they can take away everything. Prepping 101, good to see you. Hawk, good to see you. TJ Katz,
Prepping.
good to see you.
Hello. Good to
And
see everybody.
they accused me of impersonating a senator.
Hello, everyone.
I was in my office doing nothing.
A senator? I've never seen a senator that looked like Santa Claus. Come on now, discernment.
Cool, Margaret.
Can you get a link?
Wants to work retail to benefit. I mean, nobody does. And the
Hey,
thing,
Red, drop prepping a link and then pop it out, please.
Margaret Ebner, I'm glad you wrote me. I never got the message, but good to see you, hon. And Cam, good to see you.
Hey, Rob, you know why I finally turned on my camera?
Hello, Vicky. Hello, Cam.
Yeah, I did. I noticed you look good.
My nephew finally brought back my mowing kit, so I fired up the mower and mowed my head and my face. I was getting pretty shaggy.
Oh, I was too. I got my hair on my ears lowered today too, or last night, didn't I?
A little bit.
And
Yeah, I took my razor kit and I just put it on 3 and I mowed everything, head, face.
looks good. Looks good.
I just wiped it out. I was going to take it all off on the side, just keep my goatee and mustache like I used to have. I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to leave it. And let's just see where it'll go. I'm going to let it fill in a little more, and then I'll just keep mowing it. And, hi, Prepping. How you doing, bud?
That sucks, TJ. Another week without a car and you live 10 miles out of town.
Oh, son.
That's
Oh,
hard.
someone's bringing you supplies and stuff, or you got a ride to go get supplies.
Amen. And
Red, I charged $19.99 for the link.
I had to mention that was fucking funny.
Well, then I want a refund. I'll leave then.
You're here too late. You're already billed.
Damn it.
Yeah. Now, I was thinking,
Sorry.
I'm gonna finish up with what I've been watching and what I've been paying attention to. And I have been really paying attention to the Article 42. And I think how big of morons are these people, right?
Right.
Don't underestimate Joe's ability to fuck shit up.
Nite 2009 was when the big problem started happening, and with the border, but they didn't have half as many coming across, right?
All right.
And that was during the Biden. That was during the Obama. And kind of funny how Biden lifted everything up to get them in here. And then I heard Chuck Schumer say, we need the people to come in because our children aren't producing babies. Yeah. What kind of shit is that?
Well,
I'm going to tell you why.
Maybe if we could afford it, we would. Well, yeah. But we can't.
The ones afford it. Yeah, because we pay for all the people coming across the illegal. We get to pay for all their babies, so there's no cost to them.
Well,
we come in.
My point was,
we have a baby. It costs you, they say, from the time of birth, that's counting birth, to the time of 17 is $275,000 a year now.
Bullshit.
That's the living cost.
Oh, right. Like I can't even support myself half the fucking
$275,000, and that's just bare cost. Oh, I'm not talking about all the buy them cars, buy them everything they want kind of horse shit. I'm talking bare cost.
You know, and people go on and on like, oh, you've got a good paying job. Where are you finding these jobs? Where do you people make this money? How do you get into these positions?
Well, I robbed Shane.
Sorry, Rob, go ahead. What?
I robbed Shane.
Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry, I had to be sarcastic.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, we're here for fun. It's Friday and Saturday. I mean, yeah, throw a little politics here and there, but there ain't no sense of politics being serious.
You have to make over $100,000 a year.
And that's for $50,000 house.
Now, how many people are really making $100,000 a year?
Again, where are these jobs? I would love to have one.
And how many people are really making, right,
Yep.
$50,000 a year.
Dude, I'd kill to make that. Let me put it that way.
They
Like
had
I said,
their
the last person I went to work for, I wanted $120,000 a year, and they talked me down to $60,000 for the first year. And I said, okay, I'll do it, but I want my commissions off everything I sell. I want 10%. And they said, okay, done. That worked out better anyway. I'll tell you what.
You made more off a commission than you did.
I did. The first year I was there, I made $48,000 in just commissions alone. But he made $480,000 profit too. So I made him a lot of damn money.
Well,
here's the thing, right?
Incentive.
I'm all for making companies a lot of money as long as I'm taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
My car had a recall on the lower engine block. So
Louise,
I'm
hello,
standing down
dog.
for a minute. I'll be back.
Getting it motor
All right. All right.
I hope that they gave you a rental when they take you out that long for a car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cars. I got new tires today.
Yeah, she had to step down for a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, prepping. Go ahead.
Speaking of new cars or cars in general, I got new tires today.
Right.
What'd you end up going with?
Huh?
What'd you end up going with?
Goodyear Wrangler Ultra Terrains, not the Duratrack ones, but these are a little bit beefier than the Duratrack. Shorter tread, but
Little tougher tire.
Yeah, tougher material.
Well, and they'll handle gravel and pavement to where you go.
Right.
The other, if you get on pavement, it'll eat them up in a hurry.
Let me say this: I went to Discount Tire because this is where they're only available, right?
Right.
I waited 7.5 hours from the time I walked in the door, said I want these tires or something comparable to these because I was looking for the Duratracks. They said, okay, fine, I can put these ones on today. Okay. Didn't tell me you were going to wait until closing to put them on my truck.
Oh, I'd have been pissed.
I was fucking livid. And you bet your ass I'm calling corporate tomorrow morning.
I think as long as
you walk in there and you expect, it's going to be maybe 2 hours if they have a few people.
For tires?
No, it was like everybody in the whole Metro Detroit area wanted tires today. They had 21 people ahead of me.
Wow.
Son. I'd say, hey, give me a time to be back and I'll come back. I got to say something real quick. Clinical hypnotherapist.
Hypnotherapist.
Hello. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here, Linda Clay. TJ Katz, I did not get to say hello and welcome. I appreciate you for coming in. I appreciate everybody in here because if it wasn't for chat, we would not have a channel. So thank you all very much.
I want to address Chad Gamber. Tire Gamber. You want 10 ply, they won't pop the tire so easily, and it's a good ride.
These are
Yep.
Here's the problem that I have with
10 ply tires. These are 10 ply.
Here's the problem that I have with 10 ply out where I'm at. I need to be able to dig in when I'm driving. You understand what I'm getting at?
There's no give. That's right.
There's no give to it. And I have to have give because of what I do for a living.
These are 10 ply tires, but they have 2 ply sidewalls. But they have a tough tread pattern on the sidewall. If you look at my my thumbnail for tonight, you'll see that they've got tread blocks on the actual side of the tire. And they're designed in such a way where it's not the LT version. It's the I don't want to say car version, but they're designed to be aired down further than your LT, your light truck tire. So Rob is talking about a stiffer tire than what I have.
Okay. All right. My tires that I put on my truck are Yeah, we change them out every year, though.
I can put my thumb in between the treads. It's a half an inch deep and I'd say 3/4 inch wide difference between the tread.
I can do the same thing because I got nubbies. You know what I mean? I got the nubby thing on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, and definitely discernment's right. The weight of the vehicle is a big
Yes, it is.
Well,
fire.
my BF Goodriches that I had on before these were, I think, 40 pounds. These are like 45, 50 pounds. And I'm like, okay, I'll take the extra, 40-pound weight to keep the truck stuck to the ground,
Yeah, absolutely.
Center of gravity lowered.
I want to tell you, the stiffer the tire, the rougher the ride. But I want to tell you, if you're out in the field and shit, you got to have it.
These are the...
Shane, where I'm at.
Yeah.
I drive.
You need something that gives because of the rock. I know what you got.
Because of the rocks and because of all the sand and everything else.
These are very good at keeping rocks out.
They pick up boulders and throw them to the car behind you is what happens. They don't pick up little rocks. They pick up boulders and throw them.
Well, wait a minute. They're not so wide lugs that they just don't pick up the rocks at all. But they're not so small to where they hold on to the rocks. They're somewhere in between. I would say that this kind of looks like
shit, I shot a rock right through my
BF Goodrich KO2 tire.
I shot a rock right through my one of my co-ranchers down there windshield the other day.
Oh, shit.
Shattered that son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I waited 7.5 hours for these fucking tires, so.
That would drive me absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And discernment went to Hobbs, New Mexico today. Right on.
Yeah, and you're right. Discernment, any tires go through mud better.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot better.
I want to tell you what, Hobbs, New Mexico, from where he's living, I thought he was in eastern Texas. I didn't know he was over towards the west side.
Up by Midland.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, he's still in mid southeast Texas. That's a long damn drive.
That's a huge long drive.
It says BF Goodrich ain't good tires. Well, BF Goodrich has been known for their soft sidewalls, but these have tougher than that. They're not the toughest, but they're tougher than a BF Goodrich, so I'll take it.
Yeah, right.
I got Wranglers.
Well, that's what I got.
Hello, Clinical. Hello, Susan.
Well, these are good year Wranglers.
I got Wranglers. I don't even know who makes them. I go down and throw Wranglers on.
I zoomed in on the picture that I took of them before I came in the house after it's so damn cold out. And apparently they're made in the United States. So, hey, that's good.
Well, that's always good.
I didn't even know that. I went out when I have to buy tires. I like to stay at the tire place for exactly no time. Normally, what I do is I have my wife drop the truck off, or I drop the truck off, and my wife drives me away because I am impatient as all get out.
If you wanted patience, you'd have been a doctor.
Yeah, and I don't have that. Clinical hypnotherapist. Good to see you, brother. Cheers.
I wish I had more to bring to the table, but that was my day.
Well,
it snowed in the desert. Discernment.
Tire shop.
That's enough to drive you to drink.
That would have drove me to being drunk. Got myself a case of beer and said,
"My tire's done."
Yeah, head to the house because you're gonna have somebody else come back and drive his truck home.
Oh, by the way, if I'm waiting 7.5 hours, it is coming with a designated driver.
Right.
And not only that, it's after 2 hours, I'm going to start billing you because it's costing me money.
Amen. Nate, be back. Good to see you, brother. Glad to have you here.
And the thing is, there was people that were they closed at 5, and there were still people walking in wanting tires at 4:30. I'm like, do you realize you're going to be here all fucking night?
That's
who cares? That's on them.
That is really.
Is there only one tire store up there where you live, prepping? Only one in the country?
No, it was just I got the luck of the draw, it just so happened that this Discount Tire was a shit show today.
Well, as long as you got a good tire out of it, I guess that's okay.
Well, yeah.
7 hours on a Saturday, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's fucking stupid.
Well, that was from the time I walked in to the time I paid for them, sat down, and waited. So it's not. I didn't have no appointment, but still, I don't think that was right.
And was there a coffee shop?
Coffee shop? Fuck that. No, I sat there and yeah.
Across from our tire shop, we have a bar.
Oh hell yes! There you go, right there.
So
that's what I'd have been doing. I would not have sat there and looked at tires and listened to everybody read
and to top it all off,
dumbass articles in papers there.
To top it all off, they had the fans going inside, and it's like 25 degrees out. So I'm freezing my ass off in there too. It's like
go sit in your truck with it running while you wait.
Right.
Yeah, sit in the truck, keep warm.
Yeah, but
hello, Patrick Kelly. Cheers.
Jim at hold on a minute. Jim at Discount Tire, if you see this, fuck you.
Yeah, bite us. Bite us, Jim.
Yeah, I'll have them bought and shipped in, but I will not wait. I mean, hell, I can have them shipped in 7 hours. What the hell?
Right.
And your little dog too.
Oh, I'm a shit.
And your little dog too. What is this, Scooby-Doo?
I'm a shit when it comes to tire repair type crap, right?
Oh, I mean, hey, I do tire repair. It seems like it's 3 times a week with what I do.
Oh shit!
And I'm going to tell you what.
So your middle
I
name
send my
is
brother. I said, go take care of it, and he'll go. Well, they said it needs a new tire, and he's pretty good at tires. He's got his own tire machine and stuff. And I said, does it need it? And he goes, yeah. And busted the bands. I said, okay.
Okay,
get
so
tire,
get
it on, and get the hell out of there. And I don't
I
wait.
got a funny story for you, Shane. Right?
All right, hang on.
Two more
hang on.
things.
Prepping finish his.
So there was a guy that came in asking to have air put in his tires. An hour and 10-minute wait to have air put in.
Oh.
Also, when my truck finally got in the shop, guess how long it took for them to finish shit up?
20 minutes.
15 minutes.
2 hours?
15 minutes to 20?
Yeah.
15 to 20. Sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
I was out one time and I bought a compressor because I was tired of having low air on my tires, right?
Right.
And I drive down a lot of bumpy roads, right?
All right.
And I put it in the old 48 GMC, all right? Because that was my truck of the century, right? I paid $50 for it back in 1978. You know what I mean? The old Slant 6. No shocks on it whatsoever. So I'm driving.
Had shocks back then?
It had shocks, but they were not good, was what I'm trying to get at, right?
Right.
So I'm driving back on this bumpy road, and I'm all excited because I got this fucking compressor, right? All of a sudden, I hear the tailgate fall off the truck.
Oh, shit.
And there goes the compressor right behind it.
Bye.
It bounced it all the way back, knocked the tailgate off, and
all the way front, knocked the tailgate off, and fell out.
Fuck.
So I come home and I'm like, "Hi, Louise, how you doing?" She said, "Good. You got that compressor?" Well, yes and no.
I had it for a minute.
One of those sounding good at the time, but picked it up. I broke every gauge off the top.
Why the hell didn't you stop and pick it up?
It wasn't a little one,
I have
apparently.
men that can do that. I was on my way home. I'm kidding. We stopped and picked it up, and I was so pissed off by the time I threw it in the truck. Then I threw it back out. By the time I got home, I threw it right out of the beginning of the driveway. Right with the garbage.
Oh.
No, I didn't tie it down. I threw it in the back like a moron. I was young. and I just turned the tailgate up because you'd think it would hold it, right?
You'd think.
Only 20 miles.
A lot of things in this world you would think would do their job, but don't.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
like
the politicians.
president, the Senate, Congress, our local
Shane
government.
got
Yeah,
what I was
I
getting.
got it. Politicians and lawyers.
Politicians,
Yeah.
lawyers.
Doctors.
Nowadays, it's everybody. Like, all this quiet quitting, man. Like,
I'll be right back, guys.
Quiet quitting. I've never understood how you can quietly quit.
in other words, you're going to work, but you're doing the bare minimum to not get fired, and you're not going to stick your neck out to get anything extra done.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's why
That's kind of me right now, except I'm good to my customers.
You have customers?
Yeah, I work at Walmart. I have customers.
Oh, I forgot.
That's okay, prepping.
I forgot you were.
Are you sure, Dorinda? Because we were waiting for it.
Oh, speaking of, I think Walmart's closing more stores again for like the fourth time this year.
Well, Amazon is getting to the point where they want to go automated, and they're not going to hire anybody for the winter.
There was an Amazon plant in this area. They fired another 10,000 people.
Well, they're going to have to because they don't make enough money.
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm being a dick. They make plenty of money. You know the dumb thing about this shit? They put our economy in a tailspin, right? And then they expect everybody to consume and buy and stimulate the economy. And how the hell can you do it when you can?
Yeah, they're sitting there scratching their heads like, why aren't we making any more money? Fucking idiots.
You got to pay rent. You got to pay your house payment if you got one. You got to buy groceries. You got to eat. Shit, Shane had to mortgage his house just to buy beer. You know what I mean? He's going through a tough one.
Not quite that bad, but
I
do got something to say.
Don't give him any ideas.
All you good people out here watching and hopefully enjoying, and I'll drop a link here in a minute if somebody wants to come up and say something. That'd be great.
That'd be
especially
awesome.
if you're somebody new. But I would like to say this. It does not cost a damn dime to hit that thumbs up and share. Like I said, and maybe tomorrow it'll cost something. Maybe we'll get a discount, like, we'll give like 10% discount of free. So, but it doesn't cost anything and it doesn't hurt. So if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up, I'd sure appreciate it. And I'd sure appreciate the love sent. I'd appreciate that. So thank y'all.
I got a comment on discernment, right?
Okay.
Noah had 16 wives. I couldn't handle that. Neither could I. That'd have to come with a rope. But I had no idea that Noah was Mormon. I'm kidding.
Discernment said I could handle that.
I want to tell you, I can't handle one
about my day here. I just had a thought. So, when I was sitting there waiting for the tires, there's a poster on the wall that says 30% less wait time compared to the competitor. I'm sitting there 7.5 hours later.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been pissed.
So what, it takes like 4 days and somewhere
else?
If
this is 30% less, then what is the competition doing?
Yeah, they're 4 days.
Right.
Mike,
If you waited 7 hours, they're 4 days.
Right.
Mike is what his name is. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad to know that, Mike. And I'm glad to meet you, Clinical. And I'm in a goofy mood tonight anyway. I had a day that happened to me this afternoon why I didn't get back to you.
You took a nap.
No.
You sounded like you was asleep when I called you the last time.
The last time you called me, I was on my way out the door. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I had to go down and talk to a bunch of morons about Article 42 and like I can do anything about that, right?
Why do you waste your breath, Rob?
Well, because what I did was I brought them diagrams today so they can look, right?
This dude ain't just like lecturing people anymore. No, this dude brought hard fucking facts on a board. My God.
I'm like, here's what you do, right? And number one is secure your home.
Bingo.
Number two is
Dorinda,
create diversions all over the place, right?
Dorinda, do you
Number
have something to say?
three, call the sheriff's department every 5 minutes to get them involved, right?
Yep.
That nothing you do can be remotely wrong.
Dorinda has
Red, hey, hang on. Red, drop it for discernment, please. Dorinda, you got something to say, and then we're going to go back to Rob. Go ahead.
Yep. Clinical. It is a hanger snowflake with light on it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you see the overall from a distance, it looks really good. It really does.
Go ahead.
There you go, discernment. It has popped up. And then Red, pull it, please, when you're done. I'll tell you as soon as he pops in, and we'll pull it. He's in. He's in. Here we go. We got the boys in the hood showing up. We got Santa in the hood.
Hey, discernment, how are you, brother?
Good evening. I'm doing well.
Me too.
Apparently, you got something you want to talk about there, discernment. Do you want to come up?
Well, it wasn't anything in particular, really.
Okay. Hey, that's what these Fridays and Saturdays are all about. Well, hell, every day of the week here. Here at the lounge.
But you already covered most of it.
Yeah, here at the lounge, we're open. We're
you
free
took
game.
all my lines, Shane.
Hey, trust me, I didn't do it by myself. I have help. I've got a little mod out there that she sees something interesting. She'll blow me up sending that stuff to me. And I want to tell you what, it saves a lot of looking for me because I always ain't got time due to what I do for a living. And so it saves me a lot of work. And she enjoys doing it. I mean, she will blow me up.
Not gonna lie, discernment looks like Santa Claus crossed with a biker.
Yeah, like I said, the boy Santa in the hood.
Yeah. Well, I'm wearing black tonight for the downtrodden and the poor, like Johnny Cash always did.
Amen.
Yeah. So, he usually wears orange with longhorns on it.
Yeah.
10 inches of snow in Wisconsin.
Holy
Whoa,
shit.
Dude, they're supposed to get 77 inches in Buffalo.
Yep, I heard that.
But and 2 coolers of venison.
Yeah.
Right on. That must have been a big one. That either was 2 or one big one.
Rector Ranch, hello. Good to see you. Glad you're in here. Always glad to see everybody in here. Thank you all so much. Like I say, I try to say this 3 or 4 times a night. If it wasn't for the chat, we would not have a channel. Which one you want to do, Fred?
Ring of Fire.
With myself today. Yeah, I'd have to listen to it, and I can do it.
How about Ring of Fire?
God's gonna cut you down.
Yeah, that one's not a bad one. I haven't got all the words down pat on it, but I'd have to listen to the other one again, and I can do the other one. I can do Hurt. I can do it. Anybody want to find hot girls? I see something out there. If you want to go do that, be careful.
One deer, 6 points.
6
and
points.
at the ranch, they count them on both sides, don't they? They go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a big deer.
Oh yeah.
Was it a Cooley or was it a cottontail?
Well, if it's cottontail in a 6 point, it's probably about 129 to 139 field dressed. My 8 point was only 100. My 8 point was only 149 field dressed as cottontail. Whitetail.
You're looking at two different areas. You're looking at Oklahoma and Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, that's true. You're very true. Yeah, there's more to eat up there. I seen somebody else. I got to say something to Becky Justice, but I'm going to hang on just a second. Scott E. Hello. Good to see you, Tennessee Ridge Runner. Good to see you. Becky Justice. Love seeing you come in here. Swami Mommy, hello. Love seeing you come in here. My name is spelled S-H-A-N with an E on the end, no I. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm just trying to get you the correct spelling. But it's S-H-A-N-E.
Actually, I do have a subject, Shane. Did you see what Bill Barr said about Trump?
Oh yeah, they're all Bill Barr was, get this, Bill Barr's dad hired Jeffrey Epstein to work in a damn college, in a girls' college, teaching.
Oh. Speaking
he was a Bushman for a long time.
You know, I don't really, I've never trusted Bill Barr. He was in the Bush regime. I don't trust Bill Barr. He's a POS.
Jeff.
Here's
the thing. I
was looking up.
Trump picked all these people that are obviously.
Barr was recommended to him, and he did it. But here's the deal: keep your enemies close. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel.
I've got actually two important things here, or semi-important.
All right.
One, second most searched Google thing for today was Jeffrey fill in the blank. Okay. And two, in the University of Michigan, U of M, the doctor that spearheaded the thing that I can't say that forced everybody to get, or tried to anyway.
Right.
She tried to get things approved when they shouldn't have been. And guess what happened today? She mysteriously passed away due to an unknown illness.
Don't they all?
Well, my thought was when I saw that on the news, the Patriots just downed another one.
Tennessee Patriot, hello, good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
But the thing with Barr that I've seen today was that he thinks that there's something indictable on Trump.
Oh,
he's hoping.
But he said there might be. You know what I'm tired of might be? And I'm really getting tired of the Justice Department taking over our elections. You know what I mean?
Do you know why they call
that? The Department of No Justice? Isn't that what they call that?
It's
Department
just us,
of No Justice?
it's just them.
Got to get to the point, right, where they let things go back to normal.
There is no back to normal.
But
they need to get rid of the Department of Justice. They need to get rid of most of the FBI, all the IRS. They need to get the hell out of the American people's lives and stick to what they're supposed to do, which is take care of cross-seas bullshit and protect our borders. That means all four, north, south, east, and west, period.
I agree.
Well, that's their whole job. That's what it was designed for. And if they're not going to do that, get the hell out and move somewhere where you can feel like you're in power somewhere. But leave us the hell alone.
But they just showed their hand what they're going to do. They just appointed a special counsel and they're going to indict Trump.
Well, get this.
Obvious.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, and that got stayed a little bit from what I was reading.
We round up all politicians and put them in a commune out west and leave them be.
I got an idea. I got a place we can put them. Agua Prieta.
Where's that?
But they all talk about these rules that you can't be indicted if you're like running for president. Those are just gentlemen's agreements. There's no real anything on paper.
There's no law that says you cannot. Yeah. No, that is just, and that's one reason I think he went and run again.
Right, but they're going to break that if they indict him. Maybe you
What
knew.
about
Here's the
Trump's
deal.
fully insulated?
6
Don't you
years
get
of
it?
investigations, they ain't found shit yet. They're not going to find a damn thing on him now. He knows how to cover his tracks if he is guilty. And if he ain't guilty and he's innocent, they can't find nothing anyway.
I just
This
can't
guy
believe.
ain't stupid. He's a billionaire for a reason.
I'm going to throw something out because I want to read it. If anybody here is one of the thousands of voters out of Maricopa County that experienced the serious issues on elections day, some attorneys want to hear your story, and Red put this out. So anybody that would be interested, go to that website. Here's the thing, right?
She had that posted yesterday too.
Yeah, I didn't see it yesterday because I was in a mood. I'm tired of them wasting our time. I'm tired of them wasting our money, and I'm tired of them living in our head rent free.
Yep.
Oh, you're starting to sound like me, Rob.
I'm trying, Fatman. I'm trying.
He's a quick study.
I take a look at this BS like what it is. It's BS.
It really is.
Stop screwing with our right to speak, our right to vote, and our right to think. They don't need to be in every aspect of our life. You know what I mean? Period.
They do not.
And the way they get out of being the aspect of your life, out of every aspect, is we put the pressure on them to do their fucking job. And
by the way,
do their job, we either got to impeach them or vote them out.
it may not matter too much on the world stage, but Elon just reinstated Trump's Twitter.
No, they put out a
poll.
They put out
a poll, and it went to 60%.
And then Trump put out a poll saying, "Do you want me back on Twitter?" to his people on Twitter. And it is not finalized yet. I do know what you're saying, though, Prepping, because I've seen some of that too.
Can I tell you something, right?
You got that notice on that toilet paper too, huh, Jim Bows?
We take a look at this, and they have all these polls. How many of them get it right?
None. Well, not on the political polls. Now, if it's a personal poll, I don't know. We could do a poll just for shits and giggles in the chat, just to see where it go. I mean, there's only 160 people in here. It'd be fun to do. What kind of poll you want to do here?
160 people in here. Can you guys do us a huge favor tonight and hit that like?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Really
that would be.
If you hit that like for us, because
74 of you haven't taken that free thing you can do.
Hey man, we'd love to have you. We'd like to make this channel work and make it fun for everybody. So if you could do that for us, we'd appreciate it.
That would be lovely.
Government toilet paper only. I agree with that. Just for shit.
I'm not begging people to subscribe. All I'm asking is just to hit the thumbs up and share. And here's why. If you share it, you may think, oh, it's okay, but I probably won't be here much. But somebody may love just the general conversation that's going on and enjoy the relaxed room that we have. And I'm going to tell you, some people may love that. So, if you'll just you don't even have to hit subscribe. Just hit the thumbs up and the share and share it with somebody. I don't care if you share it on YouTube or Twitter or whatever. Maybe somebody will come over and enjoy it.
Come on.
Real quick, I want to add a Tennessee Ridge Runner, Lone Maple Poultry, Swami Mommy. See, I love that name. Shane?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
One more, 100. Come on.
We'll get there. I know we can.
We're at 99 from what I see.
Thank you, TJ Katz. We appreciate it.
I think my biggest number's been 130, and if I could break that tonight, because there's plenty of people here, I would be a happy camper, and thank y'all. And like I said, if it wasn't for the chat, we would not have a channel.
I like how guys are so right? Can't share, banned everywhere. You are welcome here.
You're welcome here, Kaiser. Always. Hell, you've been here enough. You ought to know. There's 101, I see. Thank y'all. Y'all are great. Thank y'all very much.
I I kind of came in that full of piss and vinegar, like, and Shane's like, God wanted to invite him.
I never cuss when you're here. Annette Graff, yes, friendliest chat on the tube. And I will not beat up other channels. We will not talk about other channels.
I want to talk about one Fox News.
Well, that's a different story. That's mainstream media. Yeah, we can beat the hell out of them. I'm talking about social networks. Becky, I want to tell you, you give me a little gift that was, and I still got I read your letter, your little thing you sent me. I read it all the time, so it reminds me of who I am.
You know what? We need to do something. Does anybody really think the news is telling the truth all the time, or do we think they're just a bunch of fucking cocksucking liars?
Do you really ask that question?
I just did, didn't I?
I go with the latter.
I'll go with the latter of the two.
Thank you.
1930s Germany is what I'm saying.
Oh, hey. I know that's right.
Yeah, boy.
Discernment understands.
Yeah, they suck as liars.
It'd be just nice to make the truth.
Yeah, you might as well go listen to Don Lemon.
Right on, Swami.
Well, if you're the talking head, if you complain, you're just going to get replaced. So they have no choice but to say what they're told to say.
Y'all seen the video of where it's them repeating the exact same message across all the channels, and someone put it all together in one video. It was the same word for word. You saw it.
Well, if you ever went and watched Chuck's introduction when he used to play it all the time.
A parts from Good Morning Vietnam, where they redact everything.
Oh yeah, Robin Williams. Yeah, the news is.
This isn't
it's not news. It's propaganda. It's where they want to lead you to go. There is no news in there. Every once in a while, I'll throw out a little piece of tidbit that will keep you interested. Other than that, the rest of it's a bunch of horse shit.
The only thing the news is good for is maybe the weather, and half the time they're wrong on that anyway.
You think?
Go to Ryan Hall, y'all. That's what it's called, Ryan Hall, y'all. Go there. He's more accurate than any one of these freaking meteorologists. They're all full of shit and liars, and they're fear mongers. Cindy Fuller Stevens, glad to see you.
Good to see you.
You must have got hung up. You're usually not here quite this late, but no, it's always good to see you, girl.
So I'm going to step down and go do my stuff.
Yeah, you got to get ready for yours, don't you? You got like 7 minutes.
Thanks for coming up tonight, brother.
You lit a fire in that.
Good seeing you one-on-one.
Thank you, Shane.
Not a problem, bud. Anytime.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Jay Fritz. Yeah, Ryan is good. Ryan Hall, y'all, is. I want to tell you what. You want accurate shit? Go there. And I hate saying that, but this guy, he's got people all over the United States chasing storms, snowstorms. It doesn't matter. He chases them.
And here's me, right?
Yep.
I get up in the morning, look out my window, and I know what it's going to be. It's either going to be rainy, wet, or normally just sunny. You know what I mean?
And hot as shit.
In the summer, damn right it is. But in the winter, it kind of gets livable. You know what I mean?
Well, we can tolerate it.
You know, I know Ryan. He was on a network weather station TV, but he didn't like wearing a suit. So that's why he started that channel.
You know, I get this. My brother-in-law introduced me. We did lawn and landscape for this guy, and he was a meteorologist. And he went to school with my brother-in-law, and they were good friends. And I was talking to him one day, and I said, let me ask you, so how accurate is it? I said, what's it mean? He says, if it says 30% chance of rain, you know what that means? The coverage area, the whole friggin' area which may be 250 miles as a crow flies all the way around. Well, 30% of that area will get rain. Doesn't mean you're going to get it.
Yep.
And it's the same damn way with the snow and everything else. He says it's 30% or 70%, whatever the percent is. That's how much percent of that area will get the moisture or whatever's coming.
Yeah.
It does not mean 30% chance of rain. It's in your area only. No. You could be bright, sunny skies, and the rest of the state get showered. It's crazy.
He's a common sense kind of guy. He's very smart. He's very smart.
It's a hit and a miss. You know, they just guesstimate. It's all a bunch of BS. Anyway, I got to step away and go to the young man's room and take care of something. I'll be right back. And
yeah, I got to go make a coffee.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
So, Rob, I'm going to leave you and Dorinda for just a second.
Truth Matters with Tracy, good to see you. And Wilma Travel, good to see you. Look for a new tweet. It's almost 9 p.m. Right on, Tracy. Wyatt Earp, good to have you here. I think Wyatt Earp, are you? Oh, he's not. He's from Missouri. I thought he was from Arizona. So how's everybody doing tonight? How are you doing there, Dorinda?
I'm a little sore, but I'm okay. You should have seen me go to work. You should have seen me go to work today. I went out this morning and started my truck because it was freaking cold out and was full of snow and whatever. So I go to jump in the truck, my freaking foot slides off the running board, and I jarred my arm.
Oh,
geez.
To the point where I thought I was
the same one.
The same one. So I'm like sitting there and I'm going, okay, start the car, go in the house, take some pills. And it took way more pills than I should have taken to begin with, but I did it.
Oh, well, what the hell?
And I sat there for a couple of minutes and I went, okay, when you go to work today, you're wearing a sling. Okay. So I walk into work. I got the sling on. I've got the cane in one hand because I use the cane at work. I look like a maniac, right? My supervisor goes, Dorinda, I'm glad you're here. Doesn't say, Dorinda, I really don't think you can do your job today. I think you should go home. He's glad you're here.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So there I am I'm trying to do my job. I'm there about, let's say, half an hour, 45 minutes. And it's the other girl's break time. And there's nobody, they can't find nobody to come and help the cripple.
Oh,
so
man.
There I am, working the whole goddamn thing by myself. It was a shit show.
You should have gotten one of those.
But I didn't work the whole shift.
You need to hop on one of those.
I was like, I'm too sore.
Carts.
I'm out.
Has anybody else received a 30-cent an hour raise amidst this 45% inflated economy? No.
Hey, Dorinda, was that Friday? Because I got in a fight with my boss Friday.
So did I.
That was today.
Oh, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Rob, you got fired Friday.
I got fired Friday.
Rob got fired Friday.
Really?
Yes.
You got
his
fired?
His wife fired his dumb ass. She was like, you're out of here.
There you go, Scott E. I think you should get on one of those motorized carts, Dindy.
Yeah.
Just take them on.
How many adjectives were in your farewell speech?
And mine?
Yeah.
My customers were so concerned about me that no one bitched about having to wait.
That's cool. That's cool.
Now, Discernment, what was your question?
I was asking Rob how many adjectives were in this farewell speech after he got fired.
He actually went up and hugged her and gave her a kiss and thank you.
Gave her a tip?
Yeah.
I said, fuck this. I'm done here.
I said, get the fuck out of my office.
Which was the best thing she ever did. I'm a freaking rancher. I'm not a people person.
You want me to talk to people? You're not going to like the outcome.
No.
I'm not house trained yet.
One good thing is I've always been good with people because I'm always kind and courteous, but I do have a side to me that's not always happy.
I try to be kind and courteous up until you're dealing with a moron, right?
Oh, I know. I deal with them every day, Rob.
I call you every day. What the fuck are you talking about?
Anyway, moving on. No, it has nothing to do with you. Clinical. Okay, so 50 minutes ago, Elon did restore him. Whether he goes up or not, I think it's probably going to depend on his poll. And I don't really think he's going to give a shit. He'll do what he wants. He always has. He always will.
Questionable if he's even human, if you ask me.
Which one?
Elon.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if there's anything extraterrestrial going on, but I will say this. There's a lot of sketchy shit that happens that I'm just like, what the hell?
Hey
They just handed him the reins to everything so easily. It's like, I don't know. I don't trust him.
Cyborg.
It seems like he's got everything handed to him. And you'd think it would be maybe alien-like, but look a little closer to home, like CIA, FBI. Same thing as Mark Zuckerberg and
Mark Zuckerberg, get the name
right.
right.
And Jack Dorsey, and the other little prick, little sawed-off, ball-headed fuck. What the hell is his name? I just went blank. He had the other rocket that went up supposedly to space.
Hey, does anybody in here know how many representatives we have? Because for some reason they're not talking about it.
The frickin' news won't talk about a fucking thing. Excuse me.
You're good, Louise. You're good.
Is the election over?
And then they stop.
Yeah, I'd like to know exactly where we're sitting, wouldn't you?
It's not politically incorrect. We cannot lie to you about this.
We're supposed to have 436 in the House of Representatives, and we're 218, 211 right now. And there's only 6 seats left. So if they get all 6 seats, the Republicans still won the House back, no matter what.
The point I'm getting at, right?
Kaiser Soze, 435.
430.
Yeah, I thought it was 436, but okay, maybe it is 435.
The point I was making with this, right? That number hasn't changed.
Nope.
I thought by now it would at least change, go up by a few or down by, you know what I mean?
Well, what gets me is we're supposed to be this wealthy superpower and, high in technology, but yet we can't count our own votes within a reasonable time.
No.
Well, and here's I'm going to answer 2 questions real quick. Tracy, Zuck is actually a Rockefeller. Yes, David Rockefeller's grandson is Mark Zuckerberg. There was another one I seen. Thank you for the thumbs up, Devil Dog. Good to see you. 2860.
Devil Dog.
Yep.
Yeah, Tennessee Patriot, the zombie apocalypse has happened.
Yes. So Tracy, you are not incorrect. The Van Braun is Joy Bear and Oh, that Cooper, that jackass on CNN, Cooper Anderson or whatever the hell his name is.
Is a Vanderbilt.
Yeah, they're all and it's not a. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. That's not what this channel's for. But I can go deep into that because I studied all that horse shit for years.
We get the gist of it.
Jay
Just knowing that guy.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper. Thank you, Kaiser Sose. I knew I was close. I just had it bass accurate.
Anderson Cooper, and they're right. That's that jackass on CNN.
Yes.
Yes. I'm getting tired of all these rabbit holes. Thank you for that,
That's
Tennessee.
a compliment.
Yeah, and the bad thing is he's a CNN or a CIA plant. That's been proven.
I'm doing
Who cares
now? Where the only plant I care about is corn and hay and shit that's going to help. If they're not part of the problem, if they're not part of the solution, they're part of the problem.
Bingo.
You know, here we are. We're in 2022, and you'd think we're in 1900 and something. For as far as they're setting us back, you know. And I think it's pretty shitty.
Well, you know, Gavin Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's nephew, right?
Yeah.
Let him run for president. See where that fucking goes.
Oh, I'd love to see that, but the bad thing is they'd vote him in.
Yeah,
he's already destroyed half of California.
You think?
Yeah.
And now we got half their implants here, right? And the bad thing about it is we don't need their point of view put in Arizona.
Wyatt Earp, Anderson Cooper's who I'm saying.
Yeah, assless Cooper.
Yep.
Or his husband calls him a handful of ass.
Well, if you look historically, anything California does, all the other blue states fall in line.
And that's the problem, is everybody thinks they need to follow suit from California, and that's a bullshit lie. California don't set nothing. They don't. I'm going to. They produce a lot of food. Don't get me wrong. They can. But the way they have rerouted the water, the producers can't even produce there in California half the time because they reroute the water all the way right to the coast and just spills out in the ocean.
And
fresh water.
We live in the desert in Arizona, right? And who gets our water? California.
Yep.
We live in the desert.
The story about California was they had billions to build these desalination plants. And they decided to build that speed train that they never finished. It's almost just like when New Orleans got hit.
It's a misappropriation of funds. That's what it is.
Well, Lone Label Poultry, you are correct. Good thing I am one of those. Oh yeah. There's no doubt about it, Kaiser. No doubt about it. He's going to get his shit in between him and his aunt and his wife. Yeah, he's going to get his shit.
Yeah,
no one else is.
Yeah, it's not just the candidate pilfering. They give them power and authority in some department, and they pilfer that department.
Oh yeah. It's all a big hoax. It's all a big lie, and it's all just.
And that's why we've got to start doing things to get our fucking.
Yep, that's it.
Back in order. They want to take up all of our time on their nonsense. I mean, take a look at it, right? We talk about kitchen table issues, right?
All right.
People are going to sit at the table and they're going to be bitching about how much it costs for a turkey, where the economy is going, where we're going as a united group or a united front. They're not going to be interested in other bullshit woke issues. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Shane's going like, I really wish I didn't have Rob here tonight.
No, I didn't say that. But go ahead. You can speak for yourself, but you're not speaking for me. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm going to become a politician so I can speak for you.
We got enough of them. I don't need any more, but thank you.
I'm running on Where the Fuck Are We?
Who the fuck are we?
Like America. Oh, my God. What a night.
Digging up Carolinas. Hello. Good to see you. Glad you're popping in here.
Politicians are sounding more and more like the Mormons. We're all related.
Yeah.
Tracy, you are not incorrect. I will say that. You are not incorrect. No, Chelsea is not Bills.
Of course not.
There you go, Wyatt Earp.
I know.
Yeah, I like Wyatt Earp. He come up the other night. And he was I like Wyatt Earp. I like talking to him.
Right on.
Excuse me.
I haven't really yet met him. You know what I mean? I'd like to.
Well, give me a second. Hey, Red, would you drop the link for Wyatt Earp and Wyatt Earp only? He's great fun to listen to. He's not a dumb man. He's got a lot of knowledge. He served a little bit, got out, did a little driving, ended up getting a car wreck and kind of screwed up his mobility a little bit, but he's a lot of fun to talk to. He is.
Stop it.
Yeah, I like Wyatt. He's good people.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp's a good guy.
Yeah.
And I don't say that about a whole lot of people. I say, oh, they're all right, you know.
Well, you can tell he's sincere, you know, when you talk to him. You know, you get that sense of.
There you go, Wyatt Earp. Come on up, meet Rob, and have a conversation with us. Hey, Rob, he's got one hell of a neat system. One hell of a neat system.
Yeah, I ripped him when we first met him.
Oh, I know. I did too. There he is. Mike Mazza.
Yeah.
Good to see you, bud. Always good to see you.
Hello,
Thank you
Mike.
for coming.
Good to meet you.
Hello, anyone I missed?
Wyatt, hello. How you doing, bud?
I'm all right. I've had better days.
Hey, how you doing, Wyatt?
We are at Thanksgiving parade today and made a mess out of the city. It's fun trying to get through.
Wow.
I got to address a situation real quick. Can you give me a second, guys, and then we can go back to conversation. All right, everybody in chat. All caps is for mods only. Please refrain from using them. Now, if it's a name, you can use all caps. I don't care about a name, but don't put whole sentences all caps. It's for mods only, and it's to get a point across. And other than that, please refrain from that. I appreciate it. And like I said, if somebody didn't hit that thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up and share this out. I'm not asking you to subscribe if you're not. I'm just saying, please do them too. Somebody may love this channel, somebody may not. But anyway, we're going to go back to normal conversation now. So anyway, and Red, you can yank that. What you drop? My link.
I already did.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Yep. Okay. That's it. Thank you, Red.
So where are you from, Wyatt?
I live here in Missouri.
Right on. I live here in Arizona.
He lives in misery.
I used to live in Arizona.
What part?
Bullhead City, Golden Valley.
Right on over there by Lake Havasu.
Yep.
Good old Bullhead City.
Down there.
Actually, they need to rename it from Bullhead City to Bullshit City.
No, I know that's right.
That's Appafucking Arizona, though.
I like being in Bullhead City because that's where I always landed when I was going to Laughlin.
Oh, yeah. Good place.
Oh, we lost Dorinda. Hey, what the hell happened?
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Yeah, Flagstaff, Arizona is the area I always visited.
I like Flag. I like Flag.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game than
Dorinda, quit pushing buttons.
Yeah, it's.
No, I actually do. I enjoy going to Flag. I went up there. What was it? A week ago. Was it last weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, last weekend I was there. I had a good old time. Flag has good food and good accommodations and decent people.
I never liked Flagstaff. Every time I went up there, I didn't like it.
I like it now because of where I do live, and I live in a population nothing. So when I go up there, I can get all my shopping done, and that's kind of important to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, she dropped off again.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell she's doing.
Velveeta, we've paid $5 a dozen for eggs.
We're paying that now.
Yep.
I'll pay near that.
Even Walmart is $18.50 for a 60 pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep doing the fake bird flu and culling all the flocks.
It only cost me like $2 for 18 eggs.
That ain't bad though. $2.
No, that's good.
I got never mind down here has chickens. I get eggs from them.
I'll be when I get moved out of here, I'll be back to have my own chickens. Right now, I don't have my land anymore. I sold it, so I can't produce like chicken eggs or chicken meat or even cattle right now because
channels.
I know I'm a moron.
Yeah, my brother has chickens. It was my mother's when she moved, and I'll tell you what, I get free eggs right now. And then he bought a bunch more chickens, but he has so many eggs that I tell him I need eggs. He goes, "How many you want?" And he'll bring them in. Bring me 2 or 3 dozen. I don't care. And I love my eggs.
I'm an egg eating fool too.
I love my eggs. I want to tell you what, there's nothing more better than a farm fresh egg.
I like it on a BLT with an egg thrown in. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, over easy egg right on top of it. That way when you bite into it and it gushes everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. On toast even. Hell yeah.
The rights are cooked.
And the fact is, I haven't been out of that game that long, and I sure miss it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot easier just going and picking your eggs in the morning, get on your horse, and go ride. I'll be doing that again, maybe. I don't know.
My neighbor, they raise Rhode Island Reds.
Oh, yeah.
Reds are a good Arctic bird. That's what I had down here.
They like laying those double yolkers.
Well, I like double yolk, so I'm an egg.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got a couple goose. I guess you'd call them geese. You know, plural, I guess. I don't know how you do it. And them eggs are huge. I don't want to tell you what it's like eating two eggs. I told my brother, I said, "Hey, make me a 2-egg omelet." And he used the goose eggs. I was like, shit, how the hell am I going to eat all that?
Right on,
the biggest damn thing I ever seen in my life by the time you had ham, egg, and,
you're 50 years old, right? You're going on 51.
Yeah, I'll be 51 next month. The
You don't
11th.
need to be eating those senior portions, dude.
No, hell no. I don't like senior portions. I like big portions, but yet that don't mean I can eat it all.
Turkey eggs are big too.
Oh,
Turkey
hell yeah.
eggs.
Hey, get
I
this.
like turkey eggs better than a lot of other eggs.
When I go down to Lubbock, where my dad used to work. He used to work in an ostrich farm for a while, and he was the welder and shit. I can go down there and they'll give you an egg, and I mean this thing is, freaking huge. You crack it open. Now it tastes good. It's almost like a quail egg, really good and rich. They are friggin' huge, but it takes 3 people to eat the damn thing. That's just all there is to it.
It takes me 2 days to eat one of those.
I have no problem.
TJ Katz, yes, I will be 51 December 11th, 65. You'll be 65 next month. What day? Because mine's December 11th. What day, TJ? That'd be cool to hear. I dated this little old gal for 7 years. The first 3 years, I didn't know when her birthday was. Come to find out, she was the same damn age with the same birthday as me. But, well, I shouldn't say same age. She was 6 years older than me to the day. To the day. Her birthday was the same damn day as mine.
At clinical hypnotherapist, I want to say that.
28.
We don't live that far away from there. We drive up to Deming every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I've never been to
Hey, Dorinda.
looking
TJ
at
Katz is the 28th of December.
We were looking at that last night. And they have a hot springs there. And I'd be interested in going and jumping in that son bitch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I like New Mexico and area. I really do.
Tracy's is she'll be 65 January 3rd.
Already got it, Shane.
Right.
Did you get TJ Katz?
Who's that?
TJ Katz is 28th of December.
Yeah, and who's on the 3rd?
That was Tracy Shepard.
Okay.
Dorinda keeps all this shit down. She keeps all that recorded.
At Billow Bobcat.
And you said December 3rd or January 3rd?
January 3rd is Tracy's.
Shane?
Kaiser Shosei, December 21st. Nice.
Okay. Get it in the right month.
November 22nd. Fast approaching. Apparently, Philo Bobcats is the 22nd.
And who's the 23rd?
Shit. They're going fast now. Let's see. 22nd is Philo. Let me go back up. Kaiser Sose said he'll be. Hey, Creek Squad. I just see him come in. Hello, Creek.
Good to see you, Creek. Hey, brother.
I don't see anybody on the 23rd.
Are you still at work, Creek?
Wyatt Earp's May 1st.
There you go. Yeah. Dorinda keeps all that crap down. Kaiser Sose is December 21st. It always sucks when you're a December baby because you get your Christmas and your birthday all at once. Becky Justice, December 25th.
I want to address something real quick.
Yep.
Clinical hypnotherapist. That guy's a Navy vet. He's a corpsman.
Yeah.
And he just said we could be a guest with his anytime. I'd love to come up there and see it.
He's got his canine dog.
And there ain't going to be too long, and we're going to be driving out, and that's not that far out of the way.
I know.
Where's he at?
He's in Fayetteville, New Mexico, which is outside of Deming by 20 miles, is what he told us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that conversation the other night. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, he's not very far.
And we're going to drive up through there on I-10 anyway. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, we got a date with some Louisiana fried chicken.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And, Creek, are you still working or are you getting off soon? Let us know.
Yeah.
Almost done at work. Gonna try to make it up tonight.
Yeah. Wyatt Earp is May 1st. Susan Hazelton is September 4th.
Give me a beer, please.
Dorinda's going to be busy.
Dorinda?
That's why you were buttering me up.
I got to butter you up to get a beer.
He says he's almost done at work.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be on for a while tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll go as long as everybody wants to.
I'm here.
Hey, I got to bring up a subject. What does everybody think North Korea's up to?
No good. They got a missile right now that can hit anywhere in the United States. Could have been prevented. And I can guarantee you, with them having China as an ally, you don't know what the fuck they're up to.
Yep. Bingo.
And that is a spooky one because his grandfather said he was going to shoot missiles at Seattle. I think it's something we need to pay attention to. You know what I mean?
Why don't they shoot him at Washington?
The problem that you have with North Korea is they have the largest submarine base and more submarines than most countries.
Did you get Crystal Chatwood's Dindy?
You got it, Mike. We'll have that written down.
Yeah, Gerald Cummings, yes. Joe and Ho got to go. You are correct.
I don't think...
I'll ask for Mike W. Thank you for that clinical. I appreciate that.
I don't think North Korea has to develop anything, really. I think China would give them what they need and just let them shoot it off. I mean, how are they going to know?
Why went they? You already heard Prime Minister Xi say they want to be the world power, right?
Yep.
And we have to take notice of what they're saying. But I'm not going to live in fear over it. You know what I mean? I'm tired of all the hype. You know what I mean?
Yep. All the posturing.
Susan Hazelton, you have a good night.
Amen.
And
I think you could safely say every day is a threat with as many countries that have the capability, right? I mean,
we've been threatened. We get threatened every day. Every country gets threatened every day.
Susan, have a good evening.
I'm going to say what I got to say at this point. I think there's a time in our life where we have to understand we need to remain powerful. And we can't just give up the ship.
Nope.
When Trump was in, he had North Korea at bay.
Yep.
Right now, we have a president that's a fucking moron, right? That doesn't know how to talk to world leaders, doesn't understand world events, because hell, he's only been in Congress for 100 years.
Well, every time he shows up, he shits himself. So why in the hell does anybody want to talk to him?
Him and fucking Nadler. You know what I mean?
No, I know it.
The point I'm getting at with, right? Back in the day, we had American initiative where everybody in our country kind of gave a shit. If we allow people to break our morality and we allow them to take down our pretty much moral fiber, and we listen to the bullshit that the people are saying, they're making us sound weaker than we are. And we got to toughen up. You know what I mean? We lived for a lot of years under certain threats, and we made it through them. And right now, more than any other time in our life, we've got to unite, bond together, and take this shit a lot more serious. And our forefathers didn't give up, so we don't have a right to give up and say we're doomed. We're not doomed until the last bullet flies out of my weapon. Then I'm doomed. I'm dead.
All right.
And I'm not living in the bullshit anymore. I'm tired of it.
Psychedelic.
I have to be afraid when the only thing I have to fear, and it's a reverent fear of my God. Everything
Psychedelic
else,
Voyager, you are correct. Sorry, go ahead, Rob.
That's exactly what I was trying to say, Rob.
The point is, I'm done with weakness. We're not a weak country. We're not a weak people. And we can't allow them to make us think we are either.
Well, we're a nation under God, so I'm until the last breath.
Amen. Me too. One nation under God, indivisible.
If you truly believe in God, you ain't gonna fear anything what's going on in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Well, if it's going, you ain't gonna handle guns. They're gonna take them all.
Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I can tell you right now, the only thing I fear is God. I don't fear death. I don't fear what they say they can do. And I am so tired of this transgender talk too. You know what I mean? I'm tired of all of it. You know what? What happens in your bedrooms is your own damn business.
Yeah. I flipped the cookie when they said our kids aren't having enough children. That's why we're bringing the illegals in, because they make babies.
That's what Schumer said.
I was like, what the fuck? You know. God bless them.
And we got to get to a point where we have a pair. You know what I mean? Just discernment. You're old. I'm old. Wyatt's old. Shane's old, right? And
That's what they say.
We remember the good times. We remember when we weren't so inundated with all this BS. Don't you remember that?
It was never like this. Yeah, it was never like this.
No.
You know, we had our disagreements, but we always were friends after. You know, now it's mortal.
Exactly.
If you don't think like they do, you're a mortal enemy.
But you can't think like they do. Otherwise, you have no fucking common sense.
Even if you're a friend, you don't even have to agree, and they don't like what your friend says. You're a mortal enemy. They paint a broad brush over everyone.
I became a mortal enemy on another channel, all because I believe in God.
Yeah.
But we all believe in God here.
I remember when comedy wasn't censored.
Bingo.
Yeah, Jesus said that the world hated me way before it ever hated you.
Amen.
Amen. But the thing about it is, we got to start hating the narratives that they're pushing.
Yeah, it's
and
all
we
bullshit.
got to start being who we are as a people. We depend too much on everyone else. We got to get a little more self-sufficient. You know what I mean? You have too many people pushing fear. But why are we afraid?
I'm not, but
I know you're not.
The enemy is running the show right now. It seems they're pretty much in control of every aspect.
But the enemy runs the show only so long that we take it back.
Well, they play the long game. See, they just bite a little at a time, a little at a time, a little at a time, and they tighten that noose.
And we have to be smart enough to not let them bite that little at a time. Don't give it to them.
Well, they also get elected to these positions, and then all these judges, and they got all their points covered. They're not stupid by any stretch.
You can get points covered, you can get them uncovered. Eventually, you have to take back what's yours. And there is a time in our life when impeachment has to become a real deal. They have no right to infringe upon our rights as civilians. We are sovereign citizens of the United States, but we also are a constitutional republic, and they need to remember that. And there is a time in our life where we have to say, hey, I have a right to what I think. I have a right to how I worship. I have a right to how I work, and I don't need you in every aspect of my life.
Oh, I got something I come across the other day. I was looking at some stuff for Dorinda. Let me go see if I can find it real quick. This is interesting as hell. Okay, let me see. See if I can find it. This is interesting as hell. Go ahead and keep talking while I look this up.
One thing I miss about the good old days, listen to the Wolfman Jack show.
Oh my God, that was good.
Oh yeah, it's Wolfman Jack.
Remember Casey Kasem too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good old Casey Kasem.
Yep.
Mr. The Gymnastic, my husband's really amazing in business. I don't think he has to work for someone else.
You're right. I will have a tough time making it in a working for someone world. But see, I work for myself, so I don't have to worry about working for anybody else.
Yeah.
Art Bell.
Back in the day.
Sounds familiar, but I can't say I've ever heard of it. So
Saturday Night Live used to be funny.
Yeah.
Now it's a
I don't know either.
Stupid.
Psychedelic. But you know, we used to have humor back in the day. We had Benny Hill. We had so many sitcoms that were funnier than fuck. And now they're saying, bang, they weren't funny because they all were dogs or deemed something that they weren't.
The city lady knows who Art Bell is. I remember the name, but I can't connect the dots in my head.
yeah, can I?
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to look up something I found the other day, and it was very interesting what it said.
Cool.
Because they kept calling this economy and the United States a democratic nation.
Huh.
And it's put out March 22nd or March of 2022 by the Biden administration. And it was very interesting listening to what they kept calling it. I was trying to find that, and it's going to be a bitch now. But anyway, me and Dorinda went over it last night.
You want the number, Shane?
Well, the one I looked up was 16067. I have not looked up
16067.
Yep, that's why I looked up 16067. And I looked it up, but
Okay.
remember there was so much of it. I read half of it to you. But yeah, they kept calling it a democratic nation. And this has never been a democratic nation. Never. But that was coming. Now, this is from the White House. It says right on it here. I'll share it so everybody can see it. Hang on. And it's what I was like, what the hell? Okay, look at this. The White House. This comes right from the White House. Executive order on ensuring responsibility development of digital assets. And it goes through and it talks about all kinds of crazy shit, but it kept calling it a democratic society. You know, in other words, dictatorship. And I can't find where it was right off the bat, but I'm not going to go into it right now. I just thought it was very damn interesting that
you could do a community post on that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to have it thrown out there. Like I said, I got saved, but now I find out that it's a different one that she was actually talking about. And so now that's all good. Hey, we do what we got to do. But yeah, that one was interesting too. And that was put out in March of 2022. I'll try to drop that. Son of a gun. I guess I can go back and grab it and drop it in the private. It's a very interesting read. Or not in private. I'll drop it in regular chat. But read down through there, and it kept talking about a democratic society that we live in. And it's not. Like you said, this is a constitutional republic. And who said it? You've got a republic if you can keep it.
I love the galloping gourmet.
Who said it would be a republic? It'd be a nation. It'd be a republic if you can keep it. Was Benjamin Franklin?
Yep, bingo.
And yeah, I didn't mean to go as ape shit as I have, but you know what?
It is what it is.
It is really how I feel. You know what I mean?
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I take a look at it. They take away the idea, our idealism, right? They
Right.
take away the fundamental thought process against everybody. They're teaching our children wrong. They cut out the history. They cut out math. They cut out anything that would be remotely hard, and they replaced it with stupidity.
Gender studies.
Well, what the hell do I care about gender studies? I'm a guy. My gender showed.
That's what they replaced it with. Anything to keep you. Yeah, Red. Derek Johnson.
Take care, discernment files. A prayer.
I did reach out to Derek Johnson and send him an email. I haven't heard nothing back.
Good to see you, discernment. Thank you for coming in tonight, and I hope everything goes well with your crisis.
Yep, I do too. So anyway, yeah, on Derek Johnson, I don't know if I'll hear anything back. I think, but hey, I sent it out. I put a email out to him to see if he might want to come up and visit with us, and it may stir a little bit of crap, but it is what it is.
What does it matter if you stir a little crap and wake people up?
Well, that's true.
And on the other token, right, we have been so inundated by everything because they made us inundated. I was thinking about something earlier today, right?
Right.
Before they had CNN, Fox News, all the news channels, all you got was news, right?
True news. Correct.
Looking for ratings. You understand what I'm getting at?
CNN used to be one of the best news channels there was out there in the 70s and 80s.
The point I'm making with this, right? We weren't living our whole day structured by the news cycle.
Correct.
We were living our day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had guys say, well, you'd have a hard time making it in this world now. I raised beef. And a lot of these people would have a hard time making it in the world that I live in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and going to work. And riding that range and counting your cattle and making sure that you don't have predators. You work when you do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You add fences, you rope, you ride. There's always something to do. And you do as much as you can.
Right.
That's my life. That's what I've lived. And I was a farmer before that when I grew up as a kid. The point I'm making with all this, right? We all have different responsibilities. But we can't get underneath, have that hype of everything get under our skin all the time. After 9/11, people wouldn't even get out of their beds. They were so depressed.
Yep.
And that's happening again, only under a new facet. And it's people pushing bullshit to make you afraid of everything rather than deal with what's real. How do you take care of your family? What are you doing for a living? What are you doing to make your life? How are you going to get that house? How are you going to get that food? How are you going to get those bills paid? The government ain't going to do it for you.
Right.
Because they're not going to be able to afford you for too much longer. You can't print.
They can't afford. They haven't been able to afford it for the last 3 years.
You can't print more money than you have. And you can't tax your own people out of existence.
Too late.
I don't know why not. They are already doing that.
I know. That's why we have to vote it out.
Clinical CNN under Ted Turner was good 70s, 80s. Yeah, but that was a Turner Broadcasting System back then. That was before CNN took over. It was Turner Broadcasting System, and I remember it. Yeah, that was a damn good station. They'd tell you straight up, hey, it looks like, they never said I can't promise, but it said it looks like this is what's going to happen, and that's just how they put it. That was back when the shit was real. Now it's all gloom, doom, fear, and bullshit. It's all political now.
Good to see you, Paul Harvey. I'm glad you're here for the rest of the story.
I grew up on Paul Harvey. I watched and listened to him from the time I was 12 to the time he passed away. I even listened to his boy, Paul Harvey Jr.
Do you want to hear the?
And then it went from there to Mike Huckabee.
Want to hear a weird thing there, Captain Shane?
Go for it.
In the 70s and 80s, I didn't pay attention to news.
I did. I didn't have nothing else to listen to.
Because I always had work to do. And then in the 80s, I was in the Corps, right?
Right.
And I was too inundated with what I was doing in the Corps to pay that close of attention to the news. We were pretty much interested in chasing skirts and making it through the day, whatever we were doing. 90s, I didn't pay much attention either. I really didn't start paying attention probably until about 2008. And that was only because of Obama, and I didn't want to go socialist. Does that make sense?
Right.
And I wanted to hear what the policies were at the time. And before that, I really didn't give a shit. I was so busy doing everything else. And then I noticed in the past couple of weeks, right, where I haven't been on here as much.
Right.
And I've been working, and last weekend I did the military thing. The Marine Corps birthday was on the 10th. And the Veterans Day was on the 11th. And I got wrapped up into a weekend that was great. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I stepped outside my comfort zone because normally I'm in the ranch house doing my thing. And right now we're running a quarry because that's the other half of the ranch. And the ranch sold.
Right.
And I didn't want to let all this go me crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I couldn't think or, you know, we can't lose our nerve. And that's what they think we're losing. We're not. I think we spend a lot of time trying to understand the bullshit and trying to find a solution to the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that really does take work. I wrote 1 million letters this week. I've never wrote that many in my life. I mean, not 1 million, but a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I also realize we're a nation. And I think a lot of times the politicians forget we're a nation. And we're a nation of independent thought. Everybody thinks differently.
Correct.
What I think, you might not think. What I think, Whiter might not think. What I think, Dorinda will always agree with because she loves me. But the point I'm getting at, right?
Damn, you're choked on that, Rob.
What?
Damn near
I do need to address something. I do need to address something real quick, guys. Diana Valenzuela.
Go ahead.
Valenzuela. Trump is back on Twitter. Well, he may be accepted back on Twitter, whether he goes there or not. Until his first tweet, he's not back on there yet because he may not go. He may decide to hell with you. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, no, it's always good news that, you know, at least Elon's doing something because, you know, he's done a lot of talk through the Bitcoin and Shiba Inu and Shiba Inu or whatever the hell that was. He's done a lot of talk to a lot of things, and I haven't seen anything stem of that. It got a little hype for a little bit, and then it fell off. So we'll see. Trump may just say to hell with you and just stay where he's at.
I just spit out my beer right on. Good to see you, Chris.
Chris Gilbert. Hello.
Good to have you here, and you're really right. The same bird. They got to get it together on the right side. If they don't, they're going to be the left side.
Well, no, it's still the same bird either way. They're all crooked as hell. They all want to keep their money.
Doesn't anybody ever get tired of all the stupid shit they try to make us believe?
Oh, yeah. It's a never-ending story. You remember that old show? That big old that big old floppy-eared dog that flew. It's a never-ending story.
Falcor, I was his name.
Oh hell no, dude! I don't think I've ever seen that. I was thinking of Underdog when you were doing that.
Underdog. Here I come to save the day.
No. I remember Underdog.
I remember that. Underdog.
Yeah, Hill Street Blues were good. You know, the dumb thing about it was I spent so much time. I haven't really watched a lot of TV, and I really haven't because my work wouldn't allow me to. And when I came home, I was gonna watch TV all the time, and it bored the hell out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a good way to go sleep.
So anyway.
Yeah, Gerald Cummings. It was supposed to be a dragon, but it looked like a long-haired white Labrador, big floppy ears, but it could fly.
His name was Falcor.
Yep.
I remember that. My brother was just talking about it the other day.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I remember that show when I was a kid, and I watched every one of my siblings that was younger than me watch that The Never-Ending Story. You remember them big old things that just, help destroy the earth, and those big old giants and shit. Shit, I remember that show.
The big rock giant?
Yep, the big rock giant. Yep.
Remember that.
And then the earth split apart and broke apart, and they're floating out in the middle of space. They didn't even have a spacesuit, but they're out in the middle of space.
Yeah.
No, Captain Kangaroo. We watched.
I remember Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah. Captain Kangaroo come out in 1956.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yep, 1956. I seen that the other day. I was going through, or maybe this morning, I was going through some shit, and his first show was I think it was 1956. And he was there through the 80s. So he had a good 30-year run on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
What's that?
I think I watched it in the 60s when I was like this big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it come out in 1956. When I seen that, I thought, well, son of a gun. That was a long damn time ago.
I remember watching Gunsmoke every Sunday night with Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
mm-hmm. And Walt Disney and Carol Burnett.
Carl, you're right. What does patriot even mean today? I ask myself that question a lot. What does it mean? Kind of got to ask yourself a question. What does the country mean to you?
Mm-hmm.
And how far are you willing to go to save a community or save a country? Why are we tolerating all this BS when we are patriots? When I was part of the BLM movement, I was kind of watching them and standing with the patriots. I watched more of them run because they felt like they might get in trouble, whatever, right? I was there to stand up for the rights of my country, the rights of my people, and the rights that I have in an area. And when I watched them destroy Minneapolis, St. Paul, and when I seen what they did in Seattle, and when I seen what they did in Portland, why didn't anybody do anything about it, including law enforcement? Almost like they want to breed out the word patriot, but our country was made from patriots. Patriot to me is red, white, and blue, the flag. the stars and the people in it. And at one time we were united. And that unity kept us free. We have to get back to a basic philosophy of who we are as a people, who we are as a country. And our time is ticking on that. But patriots never quit before they began. And we can't allow them to get in our head rent free. To me, a patriot is red, white, and blue. A country that actually stands for something, and a people that back their country. Sorry about that, Shane, but I had to say it.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just trying to read some of the chat.
I'm going to the bathroom.
All right.
Do you guys remember the Lone Ranger?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You had to love the
Mr.
Lone
Ed.
Ranger. You had to love Tonto.
Yep. Lone Ranger and Tonto. I want to tell you what, Tonto was my favorite.
Mine too.
Hey, Rob, have you ever been to Oatman?
Been to where?
Oatman.
Oatman. It's right out by Bullhead City.
Oh, no. I may have been there, but I don't remember it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's that place.
Sometimes they put a little Wild West show, a little shootout thing on the streets.
Oh, I've been to Tombstone where they do that too.
Yeah.
But I've never been to Oatman. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. We've never been to Oatman, have we?
Not that no, that would have been before me.
Well, I didn't go anywhere in Arizona before.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. During the normal season, you can walk down the street and there's saloons and shit with swinging doors. The damn mules are running in and out the damn doors. They run in and out the stores. They go everywhere. They run the town. The mules do. It's not like Oatman is a different town than you'll ever see in your life. It is the original old Wild West.
I like that town.
The Wild West.
Wyatt, is that correct?
Do what?
Is that correct?
There's like the old Wild West, yeah.
Yep.
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah, I went over to Oatman and I watched them damn mules. You go in and check out the saloon just to see what it's like. Next thing you know, you hear clunk, clunk, clunk. There's a damn mule in there behind you. In the bar, I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Hi, little guy.
Like, how do they do a Wild West show with all these donkeys everywhere?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what.
I've seen it on the news.
Yeah, they're the old pack mules, and they just kept breeding and stayed there once they all just turned them loose. They run the town. I mean, because there's no really.
They've had that on the news, and I wanted to go there. I just haven't made it.
Yep, that's right up by Bullhead. I think it's like 30 miles from Bullhead City, east Bullhead City, right up towards the hills.
Wow. Well, I went to Jerome and was disappointed. And I went to Tombstone and got so drunk I couldn't move.
So you was disappointed there too?
Huh?
You was disappointed there too then?
No, I had a good time there. I just don't remember it. And I went down to Tucson to the old movie set. That was kind of fun too. But I lived between Nogales and Yuma. You know what I mean? And for the longest time, I didn't leave the area at all because of what I was running. I ran a herd.
You couldn't leave it alone.
Huh?
You can't leave it alone. That's for sure.
You can't leave it for days on end.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
No, you got to be making sure they got the food and the water they need.
Gerald Cummins.
Cummins.
You actually like Wyatt Earp because he was a bad guy in the past.
One of the quickest guns in the West.
and really get at the bulldog. You know what I mean? Where he
Yep.
took the butt of the barrel. He actually put more people in jail.
Yep.
Wyatt Earp was not from Tombstone. He actually came in, but where did he come in from? Kansas, Missouri, or something.
Yeah. He was up in Missouri.
And he was also for a while he was a Dodge City
Yep.
sheriff there. And then when he came up to Tombstone,
He was a deputy sheriff at Dodge City. Yes.
when he came up to Tombstone, he wasn't a sheriff at first. You know what I mean? I think he was a marshal, wasn't he, Wyatt?
He was just a sheriff of Tombstone.
But he was a marshal, wasn't he?
He became a marshal after he moved to Tombstone.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because when they have the courthouse down there, right, where they were going to arrest him and shit, and they talked a lot about Bisbee at that time because they had to go get somebody out of Bisbee. But Wyatt Earp was hated by a lot of people in Tombstone and loved by the other half. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, he might have kind of broke some laws while he was down there. He did murder somebody.
So he has 10 heifers, and he just opened up pasture this year. That's good. When I was running at my solid, I was running 400 to 800 head every year. I'm not running anything right now. I got 200 head left. That's it.
Do you realize that Wyatt Earp pimped out 3 of his wives?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, Track Amber.
And you know that half of his wives were really ugly?
Oh, my God. He always married the ugliest one he could find.
Josephine, they had a picture of her, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
She was really, it was a different age. I'll just say that. You know what I mean? But that man, when he died, I think that he was buried by, and they had, God, no, I can't even think of the cowboy. But I think Wyatt Earp was the only one that actually put his memorabilia, the tombstone and other things in the movies. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was really amazed to find out that John Wayne knew him.
Yep.
John Wayne went to his funeral. He's one of the pallbearers.
Yeah.
Yep.
John, what, Earp was a pimp? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was. He picked up 3 of his wives.
Yeah, that's where he got him. They all got him in whorehouses.
Well, that's how you picked them up.
Yeah, I like curable diseases.
Well, back then they didn't have man-made diseases that you was going to get.
No.
That's the difference.
But the history in Tombstone here, they act on the movie. You know what I mean? They do reenactments, and it's pretty much the movie.
The guy who played Johnny Ringo,
Yeah,
he does a lot of stuff down there in Tombstone.
he owns a whole area down in Tombstone.
He'll tell you the true story.
Now
Yeah, he will, but some of it gets to be really long-winded with him.
Now they are curable. Guys,
Thank you, Kaiser. It's good to know they're curable, though. Yeah, no monkeypox back then.
Yeah, it was called penicillin.
Why?
They said they're going to start bringing back penicillin because it's been out of the system long enough that everybody's it can start being effective again.
Yeah, because they got a problem with a shortage of amoxicillin.
Yep.
Yeah, penicillin was one of the greatest things there ever was. It'd cure anything you had.
Some of his actual Wyatt's grave is. Wyatt's grave is in Los Angeles.
Oh, not penicillin, Shane.
Yep, that's what I was reading that a month ago.
That's
that they're bringing back penicillin.
I like Navy Vets 103. Wild West brothels. The original. Try it before you buy it.
There you go. And then there's one of those deals. Why buy the cow if the milk's free?
Yeah, why? Yeah, exactly. I don't think anybody ever really knew that Miss Kitty ran a whorehouse on Gunsmoke, but she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She was the head mistress.
And clinical Corman's go-to was penicillin. Still probably is. That was funny. Penicillin for the drip.
It's funny when people find out the truth about certain things. They're like, "Oh, that's sick," or "That's nasty," and it's like, "No, that was life." Hello.
And and Wyatt, I am by no means an expert on Wyatt Earp. I just know what I've read and seen, and you'd know a hell of a lot more than I would. I never really paid that much attention, and when I got up to Tombstone, we went to the gunfights, and they had a good time and really talked a lot of shit.
I got an original picture from when he was in Dodge City, Kansas. I got an original. It may be an original copy, but I've got one.
Q City lady, when we were in Tombstone, all of a sudden this couple dressed in the 1800s period came in and they started dancing, and I looked at Rob and I said, that's somebody that's just got a nice little polish to him. And he told me the next week that it was Sam Elliott and his lady, and he talked to him, but he didn't tell me anything about it for a week because he didn't want me to act all goo-goo.
Yeah, women love Sam Elliott.
Yeah, I know you got drunk.
We got drunk. He was up there because he owned property outside there. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, women go goo-goo over Sam Elliott. My mom, if she could ever have a signature from him or say hello to him, yeah, she'd be done. She'd be happy.
He was a good dancer. He was smooth out on that dance floor.
Oh yeah,
he was.
Hey.
I wasn't.
No.
Welcome to the cowboy world. That's what I was always known for on the dance floor. Smooth as silk.
Not even close.
Glide like never before. And I was taught by two ladies. One was my first wife and her mother. And them two, my first wife was 13 years older than me. And it was her mother. But them two taught me how to two-step and to waltz and to triple step. And I'm going to tell you what, they knew it all. And I want to tell you, they taught me well, and I paid attention. I got very good at it. Very good at it. So it was a lot of fun. Navy vet, hello.
Keeping your nose clean.
You think?
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
I
don't stick your nose in something you don't belong in, that's for sure.
I was over in the Philippines, and we had a guy that was all excited, right?
Yeah.
And he said, man, I'm going to go find me a wife, right? And we were in Olongapo at the time. And he came back, and he had the worst case of black clap known to man, right? So I told him, well, you're going to die. Your dick's going to fall off. Sorry, man, it's just a hell of a way to go, right?
Yep.
But don't worry, your parents will still get the money that you receive from the insurance, and I'm sure they'll give you a proper Marine Corps burial. He looks at me and he's freaking out, right? So I come back up and he's yelling to everybody, somebody shoot me.
Oh, shit.
Because I told him there was no cure for it. So I took him down to the dispensary, right? He gets set up. He gets the old fix.
Oh yeah.
Back to me again for 2 years. And I was trying to keep us football.
Gerald Cummins, yes, I did toot my own horn. I did learn how to dance very well. So yes, I did toot my own horn.
Shit.
But it's okay. It's okay. We all toot our own horn occasionally. If you're good at something, don't be scared to be bragging about it because no one else is going to.
I do pretty good. I shoot skeet with a 357 and a 45.
There you go.
But I can't dance to save my ass.
Oh, you can dance pretty damn good when you got someone that can follow you.
So why do you go to the cowboy balls then? Why do you go to the cowboy balls and shit like that?
Yeah, I'm that guy.
I have a hard time letting someone lead.
You're one of them girls, huh?
Oh, I suck.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I went two-stepping, but I remember how. I just haven't got to do it in a long time.
I can two-step. And when I have diarrhea, I can three-step.
If it flips it, my daughter got me a rejected service dog. Every time I cough, he'd come through.
All right, on.
Hello, Joseph.
Joseph, hello. Good to see you, bud.
Happy Saturday, Dorinda. Cheers.
Happy Saturday.
Well, clinical, I wasn't no king at it, but they used to send a lot of people my way to learn how. And I that's not a brag. That's just a fact.
He was really good at the Texas 2-drip.
The Texas 2-drip? What?
Yep. Drip, drip, drip,
drip. Yeah, I'm glad you said dancing machine and not dancing queen. Thank you.
He said dancing king. And Red said...
No, I was talking about Red. And there was a song, I think it was out by ABBA, I can't remember, Dancing Queen.
It was ABBA.
Yeah, and he's a dancing machine. I'm like, thank you, not a dancing queen. Always led. I don't follow.
Take care, Supreme. Good luck on your homework.
Have a good night.
Good night,
See you, Spring.
Supreme.
The Gong Show. Gotta remember that. That was fucking...
Oh, my God.
I thought it was lame as hell.
No, I did too. But there was nothing else on. When you got 3 channels, you get to watch it or not, that, or you get to watch 2 channels of snow or that.
That was back when the people that wrote that crap said, look, we'll get them to watch anything. Anything.
Yeah, look at these idiots. Look at all the views we have.
Chad Gamer, you are my dancing queen.
Yeah, Jackson 5 sang Dancing Machine, but it was a different one.
I wouldn't have known that.
Or Dancing Machine, yes. Yeah, Dancing Machine. Yeah. Okay. I remember some of the Jackson 5 songs. Not all of them, but I remember some of them. I guess her dad was kind of a prick. The Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, dude. I never really followed it, and I never really followed Michael. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was a lot of bands I didn't listen to. I remember listening to Winchester Cathedral because my grandpa thought it was the funniest, stupidest, funniest song he'd ever heard.
I love Laugh In too. Goldie Hawn.
What was not to love about Goldie?
Oh my God, yeah.
Lily Tomlin.
Maybe Vet. I would have watched Bob Ross.
Goldie Hawn and Bird on the Wire. I remember that she played with Mel Gibson, and it's climbing up that ladder, and her skirt blew up. Even Mel Gibson was looking up, and it showed her thong, and he was like almost froze him right there on the ladder. I remember that scene.
Hey there, Sharon Mercier.
Hello, Sharon Mercier.
Hello.
Glad to have you here, Sharon.
Glad to have you here.
The lady in the big chair. I don't know who that was.
I don't either. Yeah, I watched a lot of American Bandstand, and I even watched some of that Motown stuff because that's all it was on.
Oh,
Back
sure.
when I was a kid.
Batman. I had never heard Motown until I went in the Corps. Ever.
Really?
Yeah, never. No, none of it.
Well, you had more channels than I did then, because that's all we got.
Oh, Edith Ann and the Big Rocking Chair was Lily Tomlin too. I remember
Back in the
that.
day, back home, we listened to KQ92. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Annette Graff Bandstand was with the hell was his name? American Bandstand was
Dick Clark.
yeah,
Always
Dick
Sunny
Clark.
in Philadelphia was some good shit, man.
Yeah, I watched Soul Train too. The Soul Train.
They still have Sunny in Philadelphia on every once in a while.
Yeah, they have it on FX.
Yep.
Be right back. I'm going to the bathroom again.
Okay.
You're going to tell out there, dog.
Yeah, he's had a lot to say tonight. Now he's all stuffed in the smallest little dog bed that you could put a 175-pound dog into.
Well, that was his choice, wasn't it?
Huh?
That was his choice, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. He was beating up the other one because he couldn't get snugged in right. Lily Tomlin is a telephone operator.
Hee Haw, yes. I grew up on Hee Haw and Green Acres. Green Acres was one of my favorite. Hee Haw was all right.
Yeah, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, Beretta.
That's right. Beretta. Archie Bunker and Edith. Yeah, I watched that too.
I hated Archie. He was like my stepfather.
I liked him. I thought he was funny as fuck.
All the Sanford and Sons. Yeah, I used to watch all them too. I never missed it. Him and Lionel. I never missed an episode of Sanford and Son. Yeah, never missed it. I love that show.
You know what's weird?
Yes, sir.
I watched the Fonz on Happy Days once and was done with it. You know what I mean?
I used to watch that all the time too.
One read.
I liked Happy Days.
Yeah, Archie Bunker. Yeah, Happy Days is good.
Barney Miller, I liked.
Yeah, Barney Miller wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Chico and the Man, I loved.
Telly Savalas.
Oh my God.
That was
Kojak. Yeah, Telly Savalas. Kojak.
Yep.
God, we are showing our age.
And that one with the bird. He had a bird.
Oh,
dark hair.
Beretta.
Beretta.
Don't do the time if you can't do the crime. Or don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Don't do the time if you can't do the crime. Yeah, that'd be a very good idea.
Might have been the beer there. I don't even know. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. $1 Million Man.
Yeah, I did like
$1 Million Man was the same one
Barney
that played
Miller.
in The Fall Guy. What the hell was his name? I just said it a couple days ago.
Barney Miller.
And I used to,
one
of my first crushes was on somebody that was in The Fall Guy, and that was Heather Thomas.
I love Night Stalker.
I used to be a Night Stalker until I married you.
Rockford
Yeah,
Files.
Deputy Dog
Columbo.
was racist. No, never did like Columbo very much. I did have to watch it a time or two. Bat Masterson, I did watch a lot of. Not say I liked it, but I had to. So I watched a lot of it. Like I said, we grew up and there wasn't many channels, so we watched whatever my stepdad decided he was going to watch. And if he wanted to change the channel, he'd hit the remote, which was usually me or my brother in the back of the head, and we'd go change the channel. And yeah, he had multiple remotes.
Michael Knight with that freaking car.
Yeah, Green Hornet. Watch that.
What was the name of that car?
Kit.
Yeah.
Kit. Yep. Michael Knight Rider. Yep. Kit.
We are showing our age. I remember going to the theater and watching Smoking in the Bandit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I remember sneaking in the theater to watch the Jerk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Steve Martin. Yep.
I liked Heart to Heart.
I think my favorite movies in the 80s, one of them was Uncommon Valor. And really? It was a good movie with Gene Hackman.
Yep.
I like Mash.
He said he was bitching at Dorinda for being quiet. Dorinda!
I just read that. Well, I was having issues earlier and I could not hear everybody, so I was being quiet.
Well, in The Jerk, wasn't it Beverly D'Angelo that ended up being his girlfriend?
No, it was the girl that played on Cheers.
Okay.
And I can't think of her name. God, what was her name?
Because I thought...
I don't know her name.
But yeah, I mean, I remember Steve Martin in The Jerk. Yeah.
Yeah, Chad Gambler. Herman was like the doofiest
Yeah, when
guy.
folks are throwing away a perfectly good white boy. Shelley Long, that's who it was. Thank you, Kaiser. I couldn't remember it. I don't know why I can't remember.
The Munsters, Herman? No, my favorite was Lurch. You rang. He was always...
You're about the same size.
Right.
And he kind of looked like your brother.
Loved Hogan's Heroes. I know
Hogan's Heroes, yes. We used to watch that all the time.
I know nothing.
Yeah.
I know nothing. Colonel Clayton.
Yeah.
Kind of funny when you go back to the days when we actually had comedy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did Harry Humstone nostalgia.
What's wrong with nostalgia? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I like Lurch's voice.
Harry Humstone. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. Sometimes it's good to talk about the good things and forget about the bullshit that's going on. Lurch's voice. Yep.
I think we have to be able to converse. You know what I mean? And talk about other things other than them pricks.
Wow, 92 years old for Adam Gomez.
I'll be damned.
Son. Yeah, Wyatt Earp said he used to like watching MASH. I used to watch MASH 4077 all the damn time.
Me too.
And 4077 stood for hell.
Yeah.
And the Dean Martin show and the Dean Martin Martin roast. Some of those roasts were funnier than fun. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got Jerry Lewis that was in there with Dean Martin a time or two, and that was comical as shit. Jerry Lewis was hilarious. I loved his shit.
I like Dean Martin because he always had that calm way of telling you to go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
You remember old Jim Neighbors? He used to play Gomer Pyle.
Yeah.
He was hilarious. But the boy could sing. You remember that? He put out Christmas songs. He put out all kinds of albums. And he had a very deep voice, but you wouldn't know it by watching him.
No.
Maybe that MASH would make you cry and it would make you laugh. It would just take you all sorts of places.
Amen.
I like the old
Red Skeleton
General or whatever.
God, I haven't thought about Flip Wilson in a long time.
I haven't thought about Flip Wilson in years.
Yep. Flip Wilson.
That's too fucking hot.
That's all going to be too hot.
Yeah, it's been sitting on a damn lamp. It's going to be heated.
Not really. I got those LED lights. They don't heat up nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Nope.
Petticoat Junction and Green Acres. I like them both.
Yeah, Petticoat Junction was good.
I remember Green Acres.
Yes. Green Acres is a place for me.
We were watching Petticoat Junction because those girls were hot. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's because we was kids. All girls were hot back then.
Oh God, I remember watching Hee Haw and going like, "Holy shit, I need to get me one of them."
Well, get me a hay bale.
Yeah, I got quite a few now. I don't have them. I got my wife, so I'm good there. But wow, you know, we're definitely pulling the lounge off tonight. Salute.
Hell yeah. Well, that's just what it's all about. It's just kick back, relax, and have a good time.
Do you guys remember the show Laverne and Shirley?
Oh,
yeah.
my God, yes.
Lenny and
Laverne and Shirley. I used to watch that every time it come on.
I laughed Squiggy. He always made me laugh.
He was funny though. You know what I mean?
Well, here's one that predates that. A lot of people don't remember, and that's Mel's Diner.
Oh, I remember Alice. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
Alice. Yep.
And
I love that damn show. I like I said, I'm not as old as some people on here. Matter of fact, I'm probably the youngest one on here. But I grew up on them too. I mean, like I said, you only get a couple channels growing up. That's what you do. Yeah, F Troop was pretty good. Clinical.
I liked that Troop. I thought that was always fucking funny. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, yes. They were a bunch
narrative.
of damn idiots. They were a bunch of damn idiots. Every one of them.
I think they all work for Border Patrol now.
Yeah, they run Border Patrol now.
Yeah, they're in charge of Border Patrol down here. Want to grab me a beer, hon?
Okay.
How about the honeymooners?
What's that, Wyatt?
The honeymooners?
Yeah, the honeymooners.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The moon. I love that. That was good too.
Jack Gleason? Yeah,
wow.
he's good.
Bowery Boys.
Deer jerky and a cold bud.
Remember the Bowery Boys? Oh, Satch and them or no?
I don't remember that one right offhand.
No.
That one was still in black and white. You probably are a little too young for that.
My grandpa used to make me watch that fucking show every Sunday morning. And it was always with our gang. You'd have like Alfalfa and them.
Yeah, one of these days. Yeah, I watched a lot of that, Joe Cummins. I watched a lot of that one of these days. Yep.
Mission Impossible. Yeah, I haven't even thought of that in a long time. Now, when you think about it, right?
Yep.
It was TV that was kind of like
the
fun to watch.
A-Team.
The A-Team.
Oh,
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, Mr. T, Hannibal, all them goofy bastards.
Hey, man. It's good to be a goofy veteran.
No, the Avengers was good.
Oh, the Muppet Show. Yes.
Oral Roberts, yes. I remember a little bit of that.
I remember a lot of Oral Roberts. I remember Tammy Faye Baker and I remember what happened because I was fucking stupid enough to be part of that PTL fucking club.
Not me.
Oh, I was. I was like, well, seems like a good cause.
Yep, she had them fake eyelashes about 16 feet long, and yeah.
Oh my God, she was nasty, dude.
Oh yeah, nasty. I looked to the right. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, she'd do that. I'd look to the right. Just her eyelashes. And I'd look to the left. Next thing I know, it's like my eyelashes beating the shit out of me. And the preacher goes, "I'm glad somebody was."
Yeah.
Sorry. Tammy Faye Baker was a joke. She was a She is a freaking joke.
You know what's scary about that show? My brother was on their show.
Oh,
really?
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
And he still talks to the Bakers too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Tammy Faye Baker, what was her husband's name? Was it Jerry or something silly?
thought it was James or Jimmy or something.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. He still talks to Jimmy yet. So.
I thought she died back in 2009, Tammy.
I don't know about Tammy, but he still talks to Jim Baker yet.
Yeah, I think she did.
And I think Jim Baker would spend a lot of time in prison.
Both them people should have been in prison. The embezzlement they did on the American people. I want to tell you what, they was the biggest hoax there was.
Evangelical. That whole thing was a scandal. You know what I mean?
Yep. Every bit of it.
Yeah, she probably. I agree. Harry Hunstone. You got to admit, Tammy Faye Baker was their original meme. I agree with that. You know, the stupid thing about it is, through the years, right? You watch more and more of the churches that were all that in a bag of chips in the day go down over stupid shit that they pulled.
Oh, yeah.
They made it about money, not God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bingo. Why do you think any of these send me money kind of places are doing it? It's not because they need the money. They're in the biggest damn church in the freaking country. Apparently, they've got plenty. All right, Gerald Cummins, bud. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. And hey, always love having you here. Hate to see you go,
Good
bud.
night, Gerald.
I kind of agree that churches, a lot of them are wrong.
Yeah. Well, they say a church is a 6-letter word, which is depending on which one it is, it could be a cult. Now, I don't know how true that is, but some churches are a cult.
And some aren't. You know
and some aren't. Some are not. Some are very dedicated to God. Some are all about give me tithe or get out. Or how do you look? If you don't look right, you ain't dressed right, get out. They won't let you in the door if you come in wearing shorts in the middle of summer and a tank top. They won't let you in. No, wait a minute. You trying to spread the word of God, or you trying to look like you're a Nazi camp? Which one is it? I won't go to a Nazi camp. If I can go in comfortable, kick back, relax, so I can enjoy what's being taught, then I'll stay. But if not, nope, I ain't going, and I won't do it. This is not a fashion show every Sunday. I'm sorry. Won't do it.
It's Chad Gamber. He mentioned how the CIA runs all the churches.
Well, there's a pretty good chance he runs a lot of them. There they do.
Well, I hate telling this, but the CIA does not work domestically.
No, they don't.
Don't shit yourself there. What? They're not supposed to.
They have no jurisdiction domestically, though.
Well, they're not supposed to. You're correct.
So they don't work domestically. If there's anything domestic, they have the FBI do it. They only work on stuff that's overseas, away from our country.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. It's supposed to be all overseas intel. And, among other things. But, yeah.
If they need intel that's inside our country, they have the FBI do it for them.
Well, just like I watched a report one time, it's been about a year and a half ago. They're not supposed to operate inside domestically here in the United States. But another country that has the equivalent of a CIA can come here and investigate and check out what's going on and report to the CIA. Then the CIA take it back to the FBI, and the FBI go out and investigate. And that's how it works all over the world, and they do that for a reason. Now, that's what I was informed by a and it was long before I met Rob. But by a ex, well, all I'm going to say, I can't say much. Anyway. All I'm going to say is, it's a very close person that I know, and they are very close to me within proximity, and they've been in for 60 years. So I'm not going to say he's incorrect, because he may know something.
Good
and
night,
I've got
Harry
another one
Hunstone.
in close proximity of me that used to be in upper echelons in the military, or in the field side of across these controversies, I should say.
And is it just an agent that works for the U.S. government, period?
Yeah, and I wouldn't have I never worked for that agency ever, so I don't know the inner workings of it, because I never paid any attention. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I always looked at things that affected my life. You know what I mean?
Bingo.
That's it right there in a nutshell.
And I never really looked at anything that didn't affect my life. But I take a look at so much stupidity and so much stupid shit, right? We're living in a time you really don't know what to believe. And we've got to get to the point where we start to understand what's real and what ain't.
Correct.
And a lot of things don't affect my life. And the things that do affect my life, I pay attention to. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, I will clarify this, Rob. This guy that was in with a part of the government, he will not ever, ever, ever say anything about what he did, where he was, what went on. He has never told me any of that. But do knowing Lee, his family, and being around them all my life, I know what they've went through to get him out of sticky situations that he should not have been in. And that means cross seas. So that's all I can say, because that's all I know. But I do know, and this person does not fuck around. You can't get within 100 yards of his house without him shooting your leg off. I mean, it's just a fact. It's just a fact. Very reclusive.
Hello, Jerry.
A lot of people, when they get out of the Corps and they get out of the service, they go reclusive because they've been in it for so long and inundated with so many things. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, and
I haven't got that claim to fame, and I don't want that claim to fame.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit more in private, but I'm not going to go there right now.
The point I'm getting at is people come home and they retire, and they should be allowed to retire.
They should be allowed, yes.
When I came home from the Corps, right, everybody asked me about war, and I'm like, if you want to know, sign up and go find out for yourself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go check it out. First-hand knowledge is the best.
Then you'll know. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And when I came out there to the ranch, the only thing I wanted to do is run cattle and just make a living and take care of my wife.
Yeah. Get rid of all them old memories and make new ones.
And then the border shit happened, right?
Yeah. Flashbacks from hell.
They weren't flashbacks from hell. They were just what you had to do in order to take care of your property. And I watch more and more people bitch about nobody helping them. But it's hard to help people when they don't help themselves.
Yeah. Who in the hell's going to help you? Yeah. When you want to get out of the house. No one's coming to help me. Hello? Did you get out and dry?
But a lot of people get paralyzed by fear, and when they don't know what to do, they do nothing.
Someone asked what a patriot was earlier, and in the old days, it was someone that would follow through and put their life on the line if they needed to. And now
one time people put their life on the line was when there are 14 people in front of them.
A patriot is someone that looks for someone else to do the job.
Absolutely, Chris, and you have to see it to believe it. And the bad thing about it is we sit out here now.
I got to step away for a second, guys. I'll be right back.
With me, that's behind me. The border's behind me, and I'm moving on. But I'm not moving on because I'm running. I got a good price for the place and shit like that. And I will probably eventually go back into some sort of ranching again. But it won't be the volume that I did when I was a lot younger than I am now. But
we had it set up and it was operating good until they started killing our cattle.
Well, that too. But the point is, it's done. You know what I mean? Oh, I know you are clinical. You know what I mean? Being a Navy corpsman, you have a lot of memories you have to block, and I know that too.
No, he's a hypnotherapist.
Well, hypnotherapist. Maybe I'll meet him and he can help me quit smoking. But
there
anyway.
We go.
No, I think that Wyatt, you've lived in America your whole life, right?
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
And you made your life, didn't you?
Yeah.
Your own way. You know what I mean? And that's what we do as Americans. We have to make it our own way.
Yep.
And that's one thing we can't allow the government to take from us. You know what I mean? Our ability to be who we are, and our ability to be men, and our ability to be who we set out to be. Freedom's never been free. Many people pay the price, but when they do it, they come home and they don't want to talk about it. People don't understand that.
I think faith sometimes is greater than knowing, Kaiser. So see, when you have a faith that God's going to pull you through and absolutely nothing looks like you're going to make it through, and you do, you say, amen. Thank you, Father.
Yeah. And I heard earlier you were a vet too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mike, I appreciate it.
And I appreciate what you've done. But we say here, we talk as men. And that's who we are. We're men. You know what I mean?
Chad Gamper.
Hey, tell about how people have to make their own life.
I'd love to see that. I'm not probably that easily hypnotized.
Yeah, that don't ever hypnotize me. You may not like to see what comes out.
Don't smoke that cigarette.
Thank you for that, clinical. We appreciate it. Yes. Everybody here on the channel are blessed, and the chat are blessed by God.
Well,
we have a good time together.
Yep.
And the one thing about it is the chat is that important to us. You guys are that important to us. Your opinions do matter. And
absolutely.
And we work together to create an environment where we can speak our minds and keep the drama down.
Speak our minds, keep the drama down, and have great conversations with great people. I want to tell you, you see Wyatt Earp all the time in the chat. He never come up. And finally, he started coming up, and it's like, it's finally. We get to see and meet somebody that's been in the chat a while, and I've seen him in other chats, and he starts coming up, and it's just part of it. We all become indoctrinated into pretty much a kind of like a family. It may be a dysfunctional family, but it's still a family. We all have opinions. We all have our different ways that we've grown up in life, different things we've done. But it's still, that's the blessing of it, is we got the variety. And that's what people need.
And clinical hypnotherapist. That's exactly Mike.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do. I talk to you about Marine shit around my Marines. And we don't talk about our shit with civilians. You can't.
Chris Gilbert, you're always welcome here.
And you can tell with Wyatt Earp, right? The man is knowledgeable. And
highly knowledgeable. Yep.
I appreciate having him here. And thank you for coming up tonight, Wyatt.
Yes.
Chris Gilbert, your first time here, you're more than welcome here anytime. We talk about all kinds of crazy crap. We don't try to get too political. We just talk about anything and everything that comes up, and just try to have a good time, because we can get all the fear mongering and fear porn and hopium. Just go to another station. You get all that crap you want all day long, and we're sick of it. We just want to do something here that's fun. We talk a little bit of politics, talk a little religion, but mostly we just want to kick back and have a lot of fun and just have a good Friday and Saturday, even through the week. We just want to wind down and let our hair down. Now, I put my hair down all the way to the floor because I cut it all off, but anyway.
And we always have Brenda here to keep us in line, so we're good there.
There you go.
And I use my dysfunction as a cane so that I can walk.
There you go. Yeah, I use my dysfunction as a crutch too.
Wow. I now have a doctorate in medicine and hypnotherapist, semi-retired. Keep life comfortable and fun. Amen. Clinical.
Amen. And hey, that is great seeing you in here, and I am so happy you enjoy this place. I hope you keep coming back time and time again. It's good having people like you in here, because it shows we're trying to do the right thing, and that's what makes this great. It shows.
I have a question for you, Rob. You say you talk about your memories in your military life with other military people, right? I have not been able to do that. I have been trying to forget the things that I've had to do or see. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does. I have a benefit. You want to hear what my benefit is? I have all my Marine guys that I was stationed with, a lot of them with me right now. I hired them. We ran the ranch. So it's just kind of like old hat down here. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And we'll sit by the fire. We'll talk about shit. And we keep it kind of level. You know what I mean? And there are nights where it gets pretty intense, but we're there for one another. You know what I mean? We're really a tight-knit group. And that's what brought me through it. You know what I mean?
Camaraderie.
I keep myself out here. I don't have people come over and visit or nothing like that. It's just me. Peaceful, quiet. I can't deal with a lot of people. I don't like big crowds.
Neither do I.
And I don't talk a whole lot about the things that I've seen or the things that I've done. I don't talk a whole lot about it because that's the memory that keeps me awake at night sometimes. So I have to do what I can to, I guess, shut those memories down.
Sometimes it's hard to do.
I don't know what else to do.
What? You said you're where now? I can't remember the state you said. I'm sorry.
I'm in Missouri.
Missouri. Okay. You're in Missouri.
Yeah, I moved back to Missouri to take care of my dad.
Right.
Because he was having some problems. But like I said, I really kind of like it down there in Arizona. Much drier climate.
a lot warmer.
Yeah.
Easy to breathe, kind of easy to maneuver. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, we've had people that have arthritis out here in Oklahoma. They'll go down to Arizona and Nevada in that area, lower in Nevada, and they say they move around. They can, because they was in wheelchairs here. They can get up and walk and talk. They go up and downstairs. Because there's no humidity.
That's right.
There is none.
Yeah. And humidity is what gets in your joints and keeps you from operating correctly.
I got rheumatoid arthritis. Believe me, when I was doing that, it felt good. I couldn't tell I had it.
Right.
I moved back here to Missouri and all the moisture and stuff. And there are times I can only bend my fingers and it hurt so much.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention what it does to my hip, my back.
And down here, I don't have that problem. You know what I mean? With any of that because of the weather.
Correct.
And Lily J, good to see you.
Lily, good to see you showing up.
Hello, Lily.
My hypnotherapist said, Wyatt, I forgive you for living in Missouri. God bless you for taking care of your dad with great love. That's amazing.
Yep. Your dad's still living, correct, Wyatt?
Yeah, for now.
Well, right, yeah, because I thought you said something last time. I think it was he was you went to see him, or he somehow y'all were talking or something last night.
Yeah, I was talking to him on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and supposedly an old friend of mine attacked him.
Oh, wow. How old is your father now?
I have to think about that. He was born in 1944.
1944, so he's going to be right around 83, 84 years old.
Hi there, Lily.
Like that.
Yeah, he's let's see, he was born in 44, Trump was born in 48, and Trump is 46 or 7. Yeah, he'd have to be close to 84 now.
Yeah, something like that.
And Wyatt, we'll get to know each other over time, right? And I can't help people with what they think or what they've been through. All I can do is listen. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
But I'll think about what you said about that with the sleeping and shit. And I'll put a lot of thought into it so that maybe we can help you a little bit too.
Clinical therapist. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I just did quick math in my head. Yeah, I mean, just spot. So sometimes I'm just a little off, but yeah, 84. Yeah. Yeah, your father should be 84 now.
Why would he be 84?
Born in 1944.
Yeah, he'd be 78.
No, that wouldn't be correct.
Lily says 78 too.
If
44, right?
Yep.
It's 56 years.
To 2000.
2000, and we're in 2022. That makes 78. Do the math.
Maybe 78. You're right about that.
So that would put Wyatt at 56 years old.
Kim, I have to show you something that I made. I got a baby blanket, and I don't know what pattern this is, but it's gray on one side and black on the other side. And you work 2 colors all the way through it. And it's the one that really, really made me pull out. I kept taking
that's a nice one.
Together. So it ends up being black on one
That's
side. That's
beautiful, Louise.
The baby.
All right, hang on, Louise. We're gonna show it again. I just gotta do something for you.
Okay.
There you go, hon.
So here's the gray side.
Okay.
When you mentioned a basket weave, it's basket weave is probably knitting, and then the other side is all black with the gray back in behind.
Nice.
This one
I bet it's warm though. I bet it's warm as hell.
This one took as much time as the king size blanket does.
Now, are you done with that one?
Oh heavens, no! I put it down this week.
Oh, okay.
That one.
No, I mean the one you just showed.
Yes.
The one that I had just showed, I made probably about 7 years ago.
10 years ago.
Maybe, yeah. It was a long
Wyatt
time.
Earp, I got a question for you.
So Wyatt Earp, that makes you and me about the same age.
I guess.
Cheers.
Good
to meet you, old timer.
We're all old here.
We're all, yeah, none of us are spring chickens. I can guarantee that. I'm the youngest one here, and I'm turning 51 in December 11th, so less than a month.
Don't worry, we'll get you a bottle, and we'll change your diapers. You'll be fine, Shane.
Hey, you spank me on the ass before you put the diaper back on. That's all I care. Wipe my ass, spank me on the ass, and put the diaper back on.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, all we gotta do is get ourselves a board, put some nails in it, and that's what you usually smack them with.
Oh, yeah. I don't tell you. Much time when I got swatted was there was holes in that board, and the air did not slow that board down. Trust me. When it picks your feet up off the ground about 2 foot, you knew you'd been hit.
Well, it's like I said, forget these holes and put nails in. Make sure you use the pointed side toward your ass.
Well, isn't that called what do they call that? They call that son of a bitch. Them Orientals, they put all them needles in your head or in your body.
Acupuncture.
Yeah, that's acupuncture. So you're trying to acupuncture somebody's ass. That might get their attention, though. I can tell you that.
And clinical got Mike, 62 is young.
Yes.
Yep.
I used to remember thinking 30 was ancient. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. Can you remember? I watched my parents hit 40, and I'm thinking, son, they're old. But they still acted silly, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? Why are they acting so silly? So I get up here, and I hit 40, and I'm like, I'm still as young as the day I was when I was 18 to 22 years old. And I'm still full of piss and vinegar, and I'm still salty as they get. Then I hit 50, and it's like, what the hell's wrong with my body parts? They're not functioning correctly. I need an oil change.
You know what? I ride horses. You know that's a workout in itself sometimes.
Oh, my God, yeah. It's wonder you can walk straight. Especially if some bitches you ride.
That's what I say, Lily. We're just well seasoned.
Yeah, we're well seasoned. That's for sure.
Nothing wrong feeling like you're 23 at 65 or 60. And 65 is a new 40.
Yep.
I think in a lot of ways, right? We all get conditioned into what we're supposed to act like at a certain age. And none of us are willing to do it because we just don't want to be that fucking old.
No. And I want to tell you what, maybe that's what made Noah and all them last so long is because they didn't have anybody telling them they're old. They didn't have anybody telling them that they're
I'm
retired
sure
or
they didn't fucking listen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
My grandfather was 94 years old when he passed. And 83 years old, he could still cut a fucking cord of wood in the morning. I mean, chop it.
I watched this 83-year-old lady. It's been several years ago, but I watched her run across a yard like a 3 or 4-year-old kid. She's 83 years old, run across the damn yard, pick up some stuff, run back to the house. And I asked my buddy, because I went out there to stay with them, because we was out there for Thanksgiving. It was in Chester, Oklahoma. And I said, what the hell was that? And he said, that's my grandma. So he went and introduced me to her. And this little old gal, she wasn't very tall. I want to tell you what. She was nothing but a spitfire. And I want to tell you what, she had more energy than me, and I was a punk-ass kid. I was probably 17, 18 years old. And this old gal, I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here? I mean, I had never seen anything like that. 83 years old.
I watched my grandpa go out and plow, and I worked with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was probably 16 at the time, maybe 16. And it took everything I had to keep up with that old bastard. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the way I want to live. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And Lily Jane just said her granny just turned 101 and still acts like she's 60.
And Navy vet, that's awesome. Mine is 93 and still just finally quit driving.
See, we're all alive here, right?
Yep.
I think too many times they want to put a label on you because of age. I think it was best said on a movie I watched years ago, and I can't remember. It was Shadow Riders or whatever. And Sam Elliott had a man in there that was older, right? And he said, look at all those wrinkles on his face and them scars, right? The wrinkles on his face means he's wise.
That's it.
The scars on his face means he learned.
The hard way.
We all learned the hard way. You know what I mean?
It's the only way you can learn.
But we learned. You see what I mean?
Yep.
Go ahead, Andrenda.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to step down. I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I got to go to bed.
Good night, Andrenda.
Good night.
All right. See you, girl.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll Monday. What the hell?
No more that arm, okay? Promise?
Well, I'm wearing a sling to work tomorrow, so I'll look just as ridiculous as I did today.
Grab that battery-operated cart and just sit in that and wheel yourself around.
Oh, they won't let me do that. That's for only.
They don't let you do a lot of things what you do it anyway.
Right, good night.
There you
Well, yeah, I do a lot of good night. Good night.
Good night, Miranda.
Yeah.
You're all right, dog.
Yeah, you guys are talking about dying. I got news for you. I can't die. Oh, I die. Let's come right back to life. At least that's what they told me at the hospital.
All right.
Well, when you get kicked back, you know you got something else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, your work here is not
time
done.
to worry about death. I want to worry about being alive and just live.
That's it.
I got
Thank
tired
you.
of all the shit that, oh my God. You know what? We are who we are. We've been where we've been. We've done what we've done. We lived.
I figure, I've been shot twice, stabbed 5 times, been blowed up once, died twice in the hospital, came right back to life. I ain't dying anytime quick. I refuse.
Me too.
That's obvious.
I've been shot a couple times myself, but I made it through. Never died yet. You know what I mean? And I pretty much enjoy life. And I don't like always living in the past. I got to live in the day. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Good night, and we're glad to have you here. We really are. You know what I mean?
Graph, have a good evening, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow.
Thank you. I will.
D-Dog, hello. Welcome again. I was trying to read some of these. Yeah, I'll probably be shutting down here in about 25 minutes.
Yeah, I probably need to let you guys go. I got things got to get done before I go to bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all got things we got to get done before we go to bed.
We were glad to have you here, Wyatt. You know.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why I wanted him to come up. That's why I wanted to drop the link for him.
I'm glad you came up. I'm glad to have met you. You know what I mean?
Welcome back, Mike.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to work tomorrow. Got things to do.
You take care.
All right, bud.
I'm off for a while now because I'm done.
All right, good night.
Have a good evening.
All right, see you, bud.
Martini with 2 olives.
Right on.
Hell yeah. You got to have them olives in there.
Ouch.
Just as long as it ain't a dry martini. I tried them. I don't like there's something about that smooth, or what do they call it? Vermouth. Yeah. I can't do that. That just tastes like
a dirty martini.
Yeah. It just But you give me just a regular martini with the olives, hell yeah. I'm all about it.
And I sat down here, right? And I've drank quite a bit of shit over the years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's why I'm drinking beer now, because I drank enough whiskey to float 2 fucking oceans.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I know that's right. To overflow them.
All right, on the Navy vet said, "Not me, Chief." The seaman replied, "Once I get out of Navy, I'm never going to stand in line again." You know, that's what we ever do is we hurry up and wait. We would do that.
Yep, that's it. You run to the line just to get in line, and then you stand there forever.
Vodka tonic with limes are good. I remember back in the day, way before.
I can't do lime. I can do lemon all day long. I can't do lime.
I like my lime, but I used to drink those Tom Collins because I thought they were just the bomb, right?
Yes.
Until I threw one up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and then you never want to touch it again.
I'd always try some new booze, and then I'd throw up, and then I would never drink it again.
I know.
Oh, they have that. They have one. It's a cucumber drink.
We dated, right? We were dating, and she was going to give me a non-military movie, so she went out and rented Son of a Woman, right?
I forgot it was.
Oh my God, a girly movie.
And well, it was military, right? And every time that Al Pacino took a shot, she did, right?
I had a bottle of Benedictine.
So she had this bottle of Benedictine. She pukes in her hair, right? The whole time I'm sitting there holding her head over the toilet so she could Ralph and that, right? You're not going to love me anymore. You're not going to like me anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? It's the first time I ever seen a bitch puke. You know what I mean?
It was the last time you saw me puke.
That is funny though that you say
I don't
that.
understand why you don't drink, and I'm like, well, here tonight's gonna be it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you better stick to fuzzy navels and peach bellimis.
Yeah.
She don't.
I know. Every once in a while, you got to twist a little bit.
Once in a while, you just need to go out and be yourself and relax.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Holding your gal's head while she pukes, that's love. Absolutely, Davey Bet.
Yep.
Yeah. that night I decided I was going to try a little bit of. I was having all them blood pressure issues. They said, take a hit of marijuana. And I'd been drinking all day. So I did. And I hadn't done it since I was 18. But I'd been drinking all day.
Can't believe you told everybody that.
I don't give a fuck. You know that.
Oh, it's all good. But anyway.
Let me help you to the bed. No, I can crawl.
Anyway, I'd taken that hit and had been drinking all day. And it's supposed to be a replacement, not a add-on. Yeah, I don't feel good. So I went and laid down for about 15 minutes and got up and thought, I don't feel so good. So I went to the bathroom and started poltergeisting 5 times in a row. And my living upstairs comes downstairs and goes, can I help you? I said, what are you going to do? Hold my hair? I ain't got any damn hair. And then the next thing I go, hello. So she just left me the hell alone. Got done. Sit up, flush toilet. Yeah, they don't mix. I found that out. Haven't touched that shit since. I tried it once since I was 18. And I was 50 years old. And I'm thinking, yeah, no, not for me. So then I went and laid back down. I slept like a baby because I was jacked up like a son. I was jacked up. Yeah, poltergeist. More like what was that show? Anyway, yeah, you when you
get out of
and it flies out there a long, long damn ways, and it profusely. That's why I call poltergeist.
Yeah, did your head spin, Shane?
My whole body was spinning, and I was spinning still. I never spun that much doing a 2-step.
Shane, I get up on my Morgan horse, right?
Right.
Because I'm kind of stupid, right? We'd been drinking all fucking day, right? And we decided we were going to have a race. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go.
So I get on back of Mabel, my horse. And we start to run her. I heave everything I have in this horse is fucking made, right?
Oh, shit.
That horse stops on a fucking dime. Starts shaking, right?
Right.
Get the fuck off is what it was saying. I know it, right?
She was done with your dumb ass for the night.
What the hell did you do?
So I got off the horse, right? And I go to grab the bridle. She's running all the way back. And she can't get that fucking vomit out of her mane quick enough. So here I have a horse sticking her head in a 55-gallon bucket of water glaring at me. It took me 4 more days before I could ride that fucker. She was like, you're not getting on me for any reason.
Yeah. Watch my walk on you, bud. You're done. You ain't riding shit.
True fucking story.
Yeah, I can't do wine. Well, I can do wine. I can't do champagne. Champagne gives me one hell of a headache.
Oh, I can do champagne.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you can.
Now you give some wine. I knew lots of different kinds of wines. Well, thank you, Gypsy Lizzie. Well, I can tell you all kinds of silly stories, but
Orthostatic positioning.
Chad gave her the horse. Get away from me. No shit. That's funny.
oh, absolutely.
I've had fun at the lounge tonight. I hope everybody else has.
God, I hope everybody's had a blast. Like I said, that's why we're here, just to cut up and have a good time. I mean, You know, I try to throw out a little bit of stuff y'all can go look at if you want to see it yourself. But other than that, I don't want to get into all the other crap. I just want to have a good time, just kick back, relax, and be the lounge. Just be the lounge.
I drank Shine and I ended up in the wrong apartment.
I know. That lady was not happy.
We went to a hotel, right?
The numbers were so small on the doors, and they were all painted the same. You couldn't see the fucking
numbers. They're all painted the same, right?
Right.
I am hammered because I've been drinking Shine, right?
Right.
Or extremely caboed.
Yeah, you had Cabo Wabo that day.
That was the next day when he's wobbling.
I walked into this hotel room that I thought was mine, right? Got in the bed.
How'd you get in there?
The door was unlocked.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
It was an old single story, hotel.
Oh, okay. The old hotel. Yeah.
Right?
The next time he Cabo Waboed, he went into the guy's place next to us, and
we almost got married, just so you know.
You and him snuggled.
Lucky had me out of that house in 3 easy
You're
seconds.
in the wrong fucking room, guy. I know we've been drinking together, but this shit ain't happening.
This shit ain't working. We know we're friends, but we're not that good of friends.
Tom, I'm like, you went into the wrong room again, didn't you? Well, it was kind of like this.
Brings a whole new meaning to friendship.
You think? Yeah, I climbed in the wrong fucking bed, and I'm in
broke back motel.
Yeah, it was kind of a shit hotel, but we were there.
Actually, the second one was at a different hotel, and it had all of these artists that lived there. And then the front two hotel rooms they put together with opening doors, and they had a gallery up front where everybody sold their artwork.
Actually,
cool.
If Lipton chips, I actually do. I have a New York Yankees hat.
Oh, do ya?
Yep, that has the 3 stripes on both sides. It's in mint condition. My grandfather gave it to me.
That's cool.
Hell, I didn't know that. Some bitch.
Yep. Well.
Oh,
yeah, I was back in the day. Oh, Brokeback Mountain. There was no Brokeback Mountain experience here. And it was, I don't fucking remember it, so it didn't count.
Thank God.
Yeah, Brokeback Motel, not mountain. There was no mountain to it. The mountain was all there on the side.
Wind chill factors suck, Navy vet. 21, it feels like 9 degrees.
Oh my God. I remember those days.
Oh, yeah. I've turned into an Arizona lizard. I'm going to have to slap myself out of this way of life. And it's going to be easy.
Oh, yeah.
Easy peasy. Get the hell out of Dodge. That's what someone said.
Want to grab me?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Dodge is only 90 miles north of me.
Thank you there, Mike.
Thank you for subbing to my channel. I'm going to get something on there before too awful long.
Well, we'll have to go on there and do a little skit. Just me and you just fuck around a little bit and put some shit
I think
on
you're
your
right.
stuff.
I'm going to have to I'm going to have to get that StreamYard on mine too. And
We got to do something.
But
yeah, we'll put something up there. And
Shane, I'm off all next week. You know what I mean?
yeah, every time you say that, your wife tells you are not correct because you're not off until she tells you're off, and she hasn't said it. You said it. Because I found that out last week.
She freaking fired me, dude.
No, she only fired you until she needs you to go to town. She only fired you to stay away out of her fucking office. So you are hers.
You
and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
You know what You know what I heard? I told the guy from DOT.
Spit it.
Why don't you pull your head out of your ass and tell us where to deliver it? And if you don't know where to deliver it, why are you wasting my fucking time? Right? That's all I said. She came in and she said you need to be a little more diligent and you have to be nice, right? Then the asshole called me back, right? And he said take it 10 miles out of Yuma, but he wouldn't tell me where, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go drive around 10 miles outside of Yuma for no reason.
So why don't you quit your government job and get a real one? That's what I told him, because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're doing here. And she said that was inappropriate.
Well, if he can't tell you where to take it, you don't even fucking load up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Fuck him. No, I know. So you can give me direct driving directions? You're fucked.
She said, you could have been a little more diligent. I'm like,
bullshit.
Diplomatic was what I said.
Oh, that's right, diplomatic. And I tried being diplomatic.
Why?
But I got 2 calls from that cocksucker, and I was already mad after the first one.
Why do you have to be diplomatic to an American citizen when you're an American citizen? There's no diplomacy there. There's no diplomatic bullshit there.
I'll tell you, some truckers, they know their maps like you wouldn't believe. They're absolutely fantastic, and some could get lost going across the quarry.
Yeah, they get lost going across the scales. Yeah.
I had one lady that drove for us once, and she went right by the quarry and went about another 30 miles and found a junction, and she sat there and cried for an hour and a half, and then she finally came back and found us. But I called her wrong way Corrigan.
You think?
Wow.
Yeah, she got lost more than once.
We don't like how the ranchers talk to us. We don't like how the cowboys talk. How the fuck do you expect cowboys to talk?
Well, that's why I
said if you don't know what to expect, don't judge it.
Out of my office.
I'm sure that's what you said.
I'll take care of these truckers. I've been doing it for a
No, you
while.
said, get the fuck out of here. You've done enough damage for the day. That's what you told me. Don't fucking try to coat that, because that's what you said. Why don't you just go home?
Go home, baby.
Well, why didn't you tell me that at 8 o'clock this morning? I wouldn't even have to get out of bed.
Get up on that 988 and drive for a little while. Get the cobwebs out of here.
Go. Hey, throw me in a 988. Hell, I think I drove a 988 once, something that big. But all them littler ones, I've drove them a bunch. I'm good at it. I'm good at about anything I get in, even an excavator. Give me 10 minutes and a brand new piece of equipment. You'll think I've been driving it for years.
Yep.
But now my brother, you might as well wait for turtle speed to kick in, because it's going to be a little slower than that for a little while. But me, I don't fuck around. I figure out, okay, what's going on? I'm good to go. Whether it's forks or a bucket, nope, I'm done. I'm there. They told me, they said they told me there's a loader over there, and all you got to do is change from bucket to the other ones, just hit that switch. I said, okay, where's the switch? They said, it's on the right-hand side. Never been in one before. Never. So I go in there and fire it up. I want to switch bucket to a forks. So I got a little, this looks like pixie sticks in a pile into this trailer. And so I hit the switch, back up, drop the bucket, run up under the forks. And I knew how to pick them up. I'd seen it done. So I picked them up and I hit the switch back, and it locks in the pistons. And I run over and start loading pipe. And about 10 minutes after I'd been in it thing, they said, how long you been running a loader? And I said, I don't know, about 10, 15 minutes. And they said, you're kidding, right? I said, nope. And that was it. Trust me, when it comes to a piece of equipment, if I can start it, I can run it. Period.
Good to know.
I've never been. My brother can too, but my brother's really slow. Me, I don't jack around. I am balls to the wall. We're getting her done. I am hard, heavy until it's done, and I do not stop. Do not. Same way in a backhoe, same way in a excavator with a thumb and bucket. I'm the same day. Shear, never been on a damn shear in my life and tore out a damn bridge in a day.
It's damn good. Clinical clinical Mike, good to see you tonight. Glad you had a good time.
Yes.
Hey, clinical, yes. Always.
Come on back.
I don't know why I'm having a problem pronouncing
Come on back.
other than
Sit
beer.
a while.
Because you don't see that every day. Hypnotherapist. Hey, hypnotherapist, always welcome here.
Red,
always
are you
welcome here
going to
in the
come
lounge.
backstage with us tonight? You can say
Do
yes
what now?
or no.
Do what?
I just asked Red if she was coming backstage with us tonight.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a fun.
It was fun. We were glad to have you here.
Yeah, I'm going to shut her down in 4 minutes.
All right.
I knew that. That's why I mentioned Red. You know what I mean?
You never have to ask about Red. She gets a link same time you do.
God bless America. Amen.
Yep. Yeah, clinical.
Good night, Kaiser. Glad to have you
always.
here, man.
Yep. I'm glad to have you here. That's for sure. I'm glad to have everybody here that's here. Like I said, if it wasn't for the chat, we would not be here. We have to have you all. We have to keep you all involved, or we won't be here. And that's just the bottom line.
Haha, Gypsy Lizzie, I can't see you crying because your icon's so funny over there with the big old cheesy smile. I love that.
Joseph Greenwich, glad to have you here too, and God bless you, and you get a good night's sleep.
Oh yeah, Joseph's been around off and on around me for 2 years, damn near. He's a great guy, and he gives me a raz of shit, and he's just a great guy. I mean, he really is.
Glad you made it through yesterday, Mike.
We are, and
it's a
Kim,
good hurdle.
So good to have you here. We'll catch you later too, and happy Thanksgiving week to you too.
Kim, take
care.
Oh,
absolutely, Kim.
Or whatever you're knitting or crocheting.
Kim, thank you for all your kind words that you give us and everything you do. You're great. Love it. You've always been a blessing to this station.
Justin says you're just like my car, LOL. That's funny.
He's got a nice ass car. He's got a nice little Mustang. I think it's still a Mustang.
Thanks for having me here, Tennessee. Glad to have you. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving, even though you have to work.
Hey, I want to tell you what, clinical, God first, family, and humanity is third. Not America. Humanity. God, family, and humanity. That's the most important thing in the world right now.
Amen. Amen.
Definitely.
But yeah, it has been a fun night tonight.
I have had a blast. It's sad that I'm going to be off tomorrow, but I want to tell you, gives me a little. Yeah, thank you, Tennessee. Tomorrow I will
traded the Mustang for a '97 Trans Am.
That's right. You WS6. Are. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I can believe that's a beauty.
Oh yeah, I can. He had a damn nice Mustang. Damn nice. And I remember him telling me that. Now that he said that. Yeah, 97 trans was a good looking little year. That's for sure. Yes, God, family, and humanity. Not God, family, and America. No, humanity. All of them, all of the world. All of the world.
Humanity is good, but we also need to keep our country solid.
Well, we do, and I'm not going to disagree with that. But the one thing I say is humanity, because there's a lot of good people in the world that need help too.
Amen.
But let's help ours first. Let's help ours first. Once we get on our feet, we have more help to give to them.
Amen.
Cool, Mike. I'm glad that you got that one.
Right on.
God, family, and humanity. It might be the first T-shirts that Captain Finger puts together for the channel.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that shortly too. You know what I mean?
Trading a Ford for a Chevy is a win all around. Well, I'm not going to disagree with that. I hate to say that to Joseph, but yes, I'm a big Chevy fan, GM fan. Big, and I don't mind Dodge.
I swear by them now, but I didn't.
The new Dodges, the old Dodges.
The old Dodges.
Oh my God!
I'm going to tell you what, the old 5.9, 12, 12.
Once they started in the winter.
I want to tell you what, those old 5.9s were a freaking beast, and then they went to 24 valve and they sucked. Then they went back to the 12 valve and it was great again. And then they went to that 6.7. I want to tell you what, you can't beat that Cummins 6.7. That thing is a friggin' beast.
That's a fucking beast. And
that is a beast. It's better than even the Chevy motor, but the Chevy motor is actually owned by Ford. But the funny thing is, Cummins is owned by Ford, but Dodge has a contract on it. Did you believe that? That is crazy.
The Chevy Ford battle will continue.
Joseph, yes. It's an old joke. It goes back and forth. Yes, it does. You can see a Ford hauling a Chevy. You can see a Chevy hauling a Ford. You can see a Dodge hauling a international truck. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. It just depends on what year and how you take care of it and what you buy. You buy a pizza, you buy a lemon, a little cheapy, that's what you get. You buy a good quality vehicle.
Good night, Garrett.
You're going to get a good quality vehicle.
It's clinical hypnotherapist. Vodka done, just chewing olives now.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Bon appetit.
I think that's our cue to get off.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to be out, guys. Everybody have a good evening. Love you all. Thank you all. Once again, I'm going to say it again. If it wasn't for the chat, we would not have a channel, and I hope like hell everybody comes back. I will be not on tomorrow. Sundays are off. But we will be back on at 7 o'clock Monday evening, Central, 7 o'clock Central. And it's been a blast. Thank y'all. And we will see you all then. Have a good evening. Anybody else want something?
God bless y'all.
Joseph, I'm not going to ask Bonnie anything like that, but come back Monday and I'll give it to you myself. I'll pull you up on stage, on panel, and I'll give it to you myself. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to go through her to give you my email. My email, I'll tell you if you got something to write with. I'm going to give it to you real quick. Joseph, you got a pen? You got a pen? Say yes, and if so, then I'll tell it to you right now. Joseph, you got a pen?
He's probably got a buffer going. A little bit.
I don't care who has my email because I just delete the shit I don't want to see.
He's got a pen.
Okay. Ironsides, IRONSIDES 3275 at gmail.com.
There you go.
Red just put it up in the chat too. And so that is my email. Email me.
Glad.
Well, yeah, we can swap numbers, whatever you want to do. And Joseph, it's always, like I said, I've talked to him online. I've talked to him in the chats. Joseph's a good guy. I like the hell out of Joseph.
Good deal. I'm
God bless
glad
you
he
all.
came in. I'm glad he got your email. I really am.
Oh,
God
yeah.
bless you all, and you have a good sleep tonight.
All right. Now I'm going to shut her down. So we will see you all. Thank you all. Love you all. And we'll see you Monday at 7 o'clock Central. Have a good evening, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Good night.